Howdy, welcome back to Wobble Enjoy Sports. If you're new around here, hope I can get you to consider to like the content and subscribe to the channel. But if you are a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. And for the first time ever, the Leaguie and Wobble Enjoy Sports are collaborating tonight for essentially a decider. Leaguie is a young, impressive, up-and-coming YouTube content creator that is just absolutely slaying it with fresh ideas for the game of rugby league that he loves so much, mate. And Leaguie, mate, it's very, very nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your time this evening. You've got a busy schedule, mate, but we're going to have some fun tonight.
No, geez, that was a ringing endorsement. Thank you very much. I massively appreciate it. I love coming on, doing these things, man, watching, supporting with people. Especially today, we got the rivalry going. I'm very passionate about my women's rugby league, so it's good to be here with you.
Thank you very much, man. Now, to anybody to the people that is starting to trickle in now, if you're unfamiliar to the Leaguie, all you need to do is hit the hyperlink in the name of the title, and it'll shoot you straight through to his YouTube channel as well. Also, he's everywhere else on Instagram, and I think there's have you got a Twitter account, mate, or are you staying off that cesspit, mate?
Staying off. I tried it in the beginning, but it was a bit much, so sticking to Instagram and TikTok. It's a lot.
Nice, man. Yeah, no, it is a lot, man. It is. Now look, just a quick weather report. I'm pretty sure that you saw that too, Leaguie. It is absolutely bucketing down out there at Allianz Stadium at the moment. So that is the weather and pitch report, Leaguie. Just to also synchronize each other as well, have you got Abby Church up on your screen right now? Now, Jamie Chapman, are we in sync?
I think I'm one ahead. I'm on Isabel Kelly. So.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, maybe I'll get you just to pause it just for 1 second if you can. Can you do that?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Paused it.
All right, just the 1 second. So just quickly going into the chat now, we've got me mum's in the chat. G'day, mum. We've got George. How are you tonight, man? We've got Jason Reader trickling in. He's tipping Queensland. I know that Leaguie wants to friggin' shoot you now. And let's see, we've got George Allen. He's got your back. 24 points to 12 as well. Now, it's no surprise. You can see the color on me and you can see the color on the Leaguie as well, man. Leaguie, talk to us, mate, because I need an explanation from you, or maybe you need an explanation from me, because I was born in Canberra as well, and I've chosen to go for Queensland as well. I guess you can call me one of those kids that got dropped on his head when he was watching State of Origin. But talk to us, mate. Talk to us about why the Sky Blues, bro.
Yeah, well, I was born in Sydney, lived there until I was 6. A lot of my viewers would know I grew up overseas, over in the Netherlands, but always had that strong connection to rugby league specifically, but State of Origin. I grew up, really, my formative years were throughout that 8 in a row period, so lots of trauma for me, but it's made the recent win sort of worthwhile, so that's why the blue. But I'm curious to know, being born in the ACT, that's surrounded by New South Wales, what's the thinking behind Queensland?
No, well, Canberra's its own territory, isn't it, mate? So we get to choose where we can go, don't we? Have you heard that little piece of bollocks before, mate? That because we're our own territory, that we can just do whatever we want?
I hear it a lot from the Canberrans. They definitely don't want to be called New South Welshmen.
No. Well, they're all wrong. They're all friggin' wrong, mate. But no, I've North Queensland Cowboys supporter, mate. I guess I've just always wanted to come up to be known as a Queenslander. So a lot of people like Terrell May would probably put me in a cannon and fire me into the friggin' sun. We got Tiger Walker here, who's just come in. Thank you very much, mate, for coming in. Got about 10 odd people in the chat, so that's really good, guys. Thank you very much. And again, if you're trickling in and you're not familiar with the Leaguie, please hit the hyperlink in the name of the title. Now, are you able to? Do you need a pair of glasses, Leaguie?
Not as far as I'm aware.
No, not yet. Let's test it out. All right, then. So what I'll get you to do, mate, is please take us through the lineup for tonight for Game 2 of State of Origin, in the women's State of Origin. But just quickly as well, the odds for this game, the Blues, they are $1.38 favourites, deserved favourites. The Maroons, they're sitting at $3 outsiders. Take us through the Sky Blues lineup, man. Yeah,
so the team that's going to win tonight, obviously, New South Wales. We've got Parramatta fullback Abby Church, had a very good game 1. Jamie Chapman and Jess Surges are on one edge. Isabel Kelly, the captain, and Jamie Frassard on the other. That's a little Roosters combination. In the halves, Tiana Penitani and the very talented young halfback Jesse Southwell of the Knights. In the front row, Samaima Taufa and Big Ellie Johnston, who got her try in game 1, as well as Roosters hooker Keely Davis. Back row, Kezi Apps, Yasmin Clydesdale, and then locking up is the Dally M winner, Olivia Koenig. On the bench, Jocelyn Kelleher, very versatile. Kennedy Charrington, great personality. Sarah Togatuki, and rounding it out is Emma Veron, formerly Emma Tonagato. And that's your Roosters. Is that Roosters? Your Blues. I'm in a different mindset. Your Blues for today.
I love it, man. No, team. Hey, man, I'm team club as well, man. Like, well, actually, that's a question right there straight away, Leaguie. Would you rather see your Roosters win the premiership this season, or would you rather see the New South Wales team win the next 3 Origins in a row? Ooh. Like you've heard that question sort of pop up over the past couple of years. What would you lean more towards the Roosters for that one moment, or would you prefer New South Wales hog the spotlight for a couple of years there? Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
No, that's fine. This feels like the wrong answer given the context of Origin, but I think I would go club. You're taking 17 teams, it's a whole big thing, whereas obviously Origin is just between 2. So I think I have to go with club. What would you go with?
I'm with you too, man. I would take one Cowboys premiership instead of Queensland winning over the course of 10 years or thereabouts. But I guess we've already done that, so I've already lived and experienced that. Hey, Leaguie.
Very true. Yeah, it was the 8 in a row. Once you've had that, I guess you don't really value 3 so much anymore.
All right, so we've also got Caleb Thwaites in the chat. We've got Dana up the Cowboys. He said, "Thank you very much, man. Mum, go the Blues." Leaguey won't be able to read his chat, I'm guessing, or he can give it a crack.
I can see my chat. Don't worry, Tiger Walker.
He's all over it. My God, oh my goodness. Well, just quickly now, let's go into the Queensland team now, and there have been a couple of changes from game number 1 at fullback and captain. Or co-captain is Tamika Upton. Julia Robinson and Jasmine Peters are on the stings. Shazolka and Owen are in the centres. Taryn Aiken and Brickenshaw, who is the co-captain, is in the halves. The forward pack is Wheel, Brown and Elliston. Wheel starting on the interchange last game. She is starting in this contest tonight. And Sienna Lafippo, Romy Teitzel and Keely Joseph is in the lock tonight. The interchange is Jada Ferguson, Sophie Hollyman, Chelsea Lenarduzzi is the fresh face, and Tavana Papali'i is in jersey number 17 with Hayley Maddock as the reserve in jersey number 20, being 18th lady. So let's talk about the first game for State of Origin. It had a few errors in it, unfortunately, but that wasn't totally surprising because it was the first game of Origin, or just first high-level game for these ladies in approximately 7 months, thereabouts. We won't go too far into that, unless if you do want to touch on it very quickly about the timing of it all. But look, it was still an entertaining contest nonetheless, but the Sky Blues, they were just so powerful, and they did play differently in comparison to what they did last season. There was a lot of power to their game last year, still power there in game number 1, but I thought that their attack was pretty crisp and pretty slick in game number 1. What did you make of the first contest between New South Wales and Queensland? Leaky?
Yeah, I gotta say, I was pretty impressed, as you mentioned, given how long it's been since they played. It was a little rusty, but I remember a couple of years ago, that first Origin game was really quite tough to watch. They improved year on year so much, the girls, and I really think we're seeing that. Some of the crisp backline moves were really, really impressive. So I think there'll be a notable improvement tonight. The rain will probably mitigate that to some extent, but no, I find it really impressive.
Yeah, all right then. So we got we'll try and sync up here. So we got Isabel Kelly leading out the troops. The Maroons have already hit a rain-sodden Allianz Stadium. So that's unfortunate about the weather there. But here comes Leaguie's Sky Blues and the crowd tonight. And the crowd tonight, mate. Really hoping that they can, at the very least hit 15,000. But I think the rain might be keeping a few pundits away there tonight, Leaguie.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful stadium out there, Allianz, so they're playing it at a very good venue. There's no reason for people not to show up aside from the rain, and, given that New South Wales can win this series, hopefully we see them show up. But obviously, I think Sydney's maybe lagging a little bit behind Newcastle in terms of really adopting the women's game. Newcastle is like the hub of it, New South Wales-wise, But we'll see if we get a good crowd out here today.
I'll tell you what, your Roosters need to put some frigging money into the turf, don't they? Because we've seen what's happened with whenever the Sydney Roosters have played in the wet out at Allianz Stadium, and it's turned into a bloody swamp. And it looks like it's starting to pull out there at Allianz Stadium as well. I'm not having a dig at anyone. I'm just reporting on it right now and just reacting to it. So these ladies, unfortunately, are going to have to put on the snorkel here tonight, Leaguie.
Yeah, it is. It is pulling up a bit. That doesn't look great. But it's definitely not the Roosters' fault. It's absolutely the Waratahs. They're the ones who don't spend any money on it. And Sydney FC, they play there as well. Can't be our fault.
Yes.
Nothing's ever the Roosters' fault.
No, we will blame rugby union for everything. Absolutely, mate. We absolutely will. The welcome to country is just happening right now. I don't want to seem disrespectful by talking over the top of it. I usually like to just keep my lips shut. But we're still previewing this contest. So, Leaguie, talk to us about. I'll bring up the team list once more for us. Talk to us about some of the names here tonight. Let's talk about Jessie Southwell. So there was a bit of conjecture about it. She missed out on last season, and you had the likes of, Kira Dibb is another one that has her hand up for New South Wales. But are you happy with Jessie Southwell leading the Sky Blues in at the halfback slot?
Very, very happy. I think she's probably the most promising player in the women's game. Obviously, has already won a premiership at halfback for the Newcastle Knights. She is so good. As well as her sister, Hannah Southwell, also a premiership winner. But yeah. What concerned me a little bit going into game one with the Haas was that Tiana Penitani isn't the noted 5'8". I would have perhaps gone with the Kira Dibb at 5'8" instead, or even a Jocelyn Kelleher, for example, who's on the bench. But it clearly worked out in game one, so I'm not going to question it. I think, though, when we're looking at high-quality halves, it's your girl wearing the number 6 jersey, Taryn Aiken. She blows me away every single time she plays, and she could be in for a very big one tonight.
You know how you got those players where you take a little while just to figure out their game and really appreciate what they're all about? Taryn Aiken is one of those players for me, and it really came to light when she absolutely destroyed England in Las Vegas earlier this season. She was absolutely tremendous. But yeah, last time that these two sides met, it was Taryn Aiken that was the more informed. Not unfortunately, but Ali Brigginshaw, I felt like just couldn't find her groove in game number one. And so as co-captain, she is looking, we're all hoping as Maroons fans, or any Maroons fans, I should say, we're hoping that Ali Brigginshaw does return back to formula in the next couple of minutes here. Let's talk about your centre pairing for the Roosters and for New South Wales and for the Gillaroos to a certain extent. Jessica Surgis and Isabel Kelly, they are the most famous centre pairing of this current generation in the women's game. And I think there is a massive argument to be made, maybe in the next couple of years, if their stocks can continue to rise, and there's no reason why they can't and shouldn't, that they might be the best centre pairing in women's history, honestly.
From a Roosters perspective, it feels like back in the day when we had Joseph Martin and Latrell Mitchell in the centres. Just like two absolute superstar players who are game breakers, who beat their opposition number every single game. They are so impressive, physically, so tough. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can pull off tonight. It looks like they're about to kick off.
Yep. Alrighty then. So to the 14 odd people that are in the chat, we are about to get things underway. We are watching on Go now as well. So look, what have we got here? I've got to reach over for me glasses. Who's kicking off here, Leaguie? It looks like that the Blues are going to kick off.
Yes, Southwell will kick it off for us.
Alrighty then. So once more, so if we are lagging behind, please no spoilers in the chat, as we're about to get things underway at a soaked Allianz Stadium here with Leaguie. Thank you so much for your time, and we're underway, and it's taken there on the full by Upton, and she passes back for Wheel, and she is smashed there by the Sky Blues defense, but she keeps her feet. Lauren Brown waits at dummy half, and they're going to play the ball just beyond their own 20, and it's worked its way infield for Jess Elliston, who's worked her way towards the 40-metre line, 30-metre line. Queensland to central. It's going out left. Aiken, and now putting on the dummy is Sienna Lefepo, but there is Keely Davis primarily to take it down eventually, and now they are up to the 40-metre line. They're at the top of the screen. They're working their way right back in field, and this is Keely Joseph, who is, oh man, talk about stocks rising. Oh, strike me pink, Keely Joseph. All right, Lauren Brown boots out a dummy half.
Near the sideline. Oh, just about kept in, I think, there.
Leaguie, whoa.
It's tight.
Take it away, mate.
Yeah, so New South Wales coming out of their own end. Now it looks like Jamie Frassard. Yeah, she did well to keep that in and not get a foot over the sideline. And we've got Isabel Kelly now running out of dummy half. It's hard to tell where the lines are on the field, but it's a good offload there. Now Surges with it. She's got, I think it's Chapman outside. No, it's Kezi Apps actually back on the inside. So not afraid to throw it around early here, New South Wales. I like it. Now Tiana Penatani Gray out of dummy half. Near halfway, but that was good contact there from Keely Joseph. I think you're 100% correct. She is improving so much. Now, one more run here from Big Johnson. God, I love her. She is an absolutely iconic player. Now on the last, Keely Davis gives it to Southwell. Puts it up. It's not got a heap of length on it. Oh, but underneath it was a good contest there.
Oh, well done, Peters. Well done, Jasmine Peters. She takes the ball on the interchange sideline and is now working out left here. And this is, I believe that's Lauren Brown or Shizolka actually, that has the hit up and plays the ball. She played it just short. It is hard to tell the lines just quietly, ladies and gents. It is, yeah, it's the paint is friggin' wet and it's eroding. And now a penalty for Queensland. Oh, they've been doing it all game, Leaguie. They've been doing it all game. What are you talking
decision.
about?
Can't believe it.
Okay. Oh, gee. Okay. All right. So we got Lauren Brown who punts it, and Queensland, they are going to start exactly on the 50-metre line. Shizolka with ball in hand, and she taps it, passes left, Brigginshaw left, Teitzel, her first hit up. Oh, was a friggin' harsh one. She runs into Clydesdale there. Minimal gain. Brown at dummy half passes left, and this looks like wheel. And again, New South Wales up very quickly, Leaguie. Brown waits at dummy half. This is second tackle. They go left again. Aiken dummies and looks like Keely Joseph under. Nice bit of speed there from Taryn Aiken. Maybe it's a bad omen that Leaguie mentioned Aiken just before kickoff as she gets the ball again from dummy half. Out the back left to Upton. Upton beats the tackle and makes about 5 meters, and it's fourth tackle here. First 3.5 minutes gone. They're 22 meters away from the try line, and a rainbow ball to Jess Elliston, and she centralizes things. And they're still about 22 meters out. Well, about 15 meters out now, and Aiken dummies along the grass, the wet grass, and that's a great take there from, I think, Jess Surges.
Yes, it is. You've got us where you want us. Oh, I think that's come free. Queensland is celebrating.
Oh.
First attacking opportunity of the game going Queensland's way.
I did not see that. I didn't see a knock on.
See, it must have been the pickup here. Oh, that's... Maybe she's used the ground to keep control of the ball, but that seems a bit harsh.
I can see, I can see why they called it that way, but that is harsh, man. That is harsh, but that is Origin. So the first 4.5 minutes have now elapsed here in Queensland. I'll change that time in just a moment. So we've got Queensland winning the scrum here. They're about 15 meters out, working its way right. Aiken was afforded to run a bit, and then boy, howdy, she got it off to Upton, and Kelly absolutely crunched her, Leaguie. Now the ball is working its way back in field, and this is Mackenzie Wheel just centralizing things once more, looking for the offload, fighting for some space, but she's actually brought down maybe about 6 meters in front of the goal post. Queensland running left to right, and they've decided to go left of the post, and this here is Elliston, and there's 4 defenders there to stop her. Only a couple of meters away here at Queensland. Brown, right to Joseph. Not a lot of speed there, but Joseph, and in the rain, can be effective. There'll be a prop here scoring tonight for either team, I'm sure, as it works its way to Brigginshaw, right here to Upton. Flat ball for Shizolka, but she's held on to by the legend, Isabel Kelly, and she's got a bit of help there coming in late as well. This is the last tackle here, right in front of the try line, and it's a kick from dummy half, and it's knocked on by the Blues. Upton fell on it, but I think it was grounded, Leaguie.
We're going to get a review. Looks like Belinda Sharp has no try. Jeez, though, that was... I mean, Tamika Upton, she can cause some damage. She scares me as much as any player in that Queensland lineup. We'll see.
Just quickly, I just want to go in and just say hello to everybody that is still trickling in. There's about 18 to 20 odd people in here, and most recently we've got Smart Guy Tech. Thank you very much for coming in and saying g'day. And to everybody that may be new to the Leaguie, please hit the hyperlink in the name of the title and go subscribe to his YouTube content. Now, what do we reckon here, Leaguie?
It looks like probably just a stock standard knock on there from New South Wales. I think it's Olivia Koenig, and then I guess my hope is that Upton's knocked it on as well, but I'm not confident that she has. This could be a try.
Boy, howdy. Obviously I'm hoping for it.
I'll let you know when I see an official, like, no try on the screen, so we can see.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I've seen it. It's a try. It's a try.
Really?
They've awarded it. They've awarded it. I thought they might. I'll say that you're still about a second or two in front of me, man. Okay, I'll pause for a little bit.
No, that's all right. But man, I thought there was enough downward pressure in any event. From who was it? Was it Koenig?
Yeah.
Oh, we've seen that grounded. We've seen that call be grounded before, haven't we?
She's in a bit of disbelief. The Dally M winner. Damn, but no, Queensland make the most of their opportunity. Tamika Upton, as I said, she is capable of outrageous things on the rugby league field. So,
oh man, Caleb Thwaites, for Queensland as well. Well, sorry not to be as excited as what I should have been, man, but it's 4-0 after the first 5 minutes of play, and yeah, Leaguie, we've seen that called as downward pressure, and yeah, it should have been. I don't know, man. I'll take it, but we've seen a lot of instances where it ended up a goal line dropout.
You take the points. You absolutely take the points. I'm seeing a conversion here from Lauren Brown. Looks like she's got it. 4 becomes 6.
All right. 6-0 after 7 minutes. And mate, maybe when the Roosters and Cowboys play, if this is a good omen, maybe we can reconvene, mate, and maybe this might be a good omen the next time that the Cowboys and Roosters play.
I guess good omen all depends on perspective, doesn't it?
Yes. Alrighty then. Bugger. So it was all the momentum came from Jess Surges, who had an unfortunate knock-on, man. Which was a tough call. Just got Cosmic Frog in the chat. G'day, mate. Tell Leaky we say hi. The chat Cosmic Frog. Alrighty then. We've got Mackenzie Wheel now crashing back into the line. Getting to about 23 metres out from her own try line. And now the ball is in the hands of Keely Joseph, who just puts Queensland back into the centre. Lauren Brown receives it from on 30 and passes it out to Jess Elliston. And Elliston gets a couple of post-contact meters there, just shy of the 40-meter line though. Third tackle, ball comes back right. Mackenzie Wheel had to really put her hands up for it, and then she popped it off to Joseph. They're still short of halfway, but only by a couple of meters here, Leaguie, as Brown again kicks on fourth tackle. And it's going to trickle over the sideline, man. So Sky Blues, you're finally going to get some pill.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get the ball. But good kick there from Lauren Brown. Sits up sort of on the sideline there, given the wet conditions. Given like the couple of handling errors for New South Wales so far in this game, they're clearly struggling a little bit with it. I can't blame them, but that ball must... I think they say it's like a cake of soap. I think that's the expression. So looks a little bit like that for sure. As we see Penatani now out of our own end. You've just got us where you want us at the moment. We need something like an error or a penalty, I reckon. To get back downfield, although that's a decent run there from Dally M winner Olivia Koenig, looking to make up for that error. Oh, and we've got a whistle here, penalty.
Yeah, you called it. Oh, you called it. Oh, well done, Lee.
It's because I knew it was coming. Let's say I pre-arranged that call. Sent some funds Belinda Sharp's way to ensure that would happen. No, but anyway, I'm surprised we didn't kick for touch there. Just decided to tap and go. A bold move. But regardless, I think it's Samama Taufa up over the halfway line. She's a great leader in this side, Samama Taufa. Now Koenig will give it out the back to South Wales. Short ball there into the line is Yasmin Clydesdale. Nothing really doing there though. Good contact from the Queenslanders. She's staying down a little bit here, Clydesdale. I think she's claiming a crusher or a hair pull, perhaps. She's claiming something. Looking towards the ref. No, we'll just play the ball in the end. Davis across to Koenig. Dummies and goes herself. So this will be the fourth now. They're inside the 40 for Queensland. So it's not too bad in terms of the territory. Southwell now at the back to Penatani, playing almost a bit of a centre role there. That's interesting. She's obviously very capable of it, obviously. On the last, Keely Davis. Now for Southwell, will kick back towards the short side of Surgis and Chapman. Surgis is underneath it. Doesn't quite catch that cleanly, and I think that will be a knock-on. Oh, no, it's a penalty, in fact, towards Queensland.
Accidental offside potentially. We just got a fella in the chat that wants you to say g'day to him. I think expat Ollie, mate. G'day. He says g'day to you, Leaguie, mate. It's all about the Leaguie here tonight, and that's all right. That's all right. We are in New South Wales, the state of origin, so that's fair enough.
These are all my regulars that are popping up. It's nice to see them.
Green Cobra asking Leaguie, you need to get into the chat, old mate. Alrighty then. So he'll do that just momentarily, guys. We've got Sienna Lefipo making a fantastic carry, a 15-meter run. Geez, I like the work of Lefipo. She enters New South Wales territory here, and the ball's working its way right. Elliston just charging like a bull, man, over the 40-meter line of the Sky Blues, and puts Queensland back in the middle. This here is Keely Joseph, and she knocks the ball on, Leaguie.
That's what I'm talking about. That's my girl, Keely Joseph. Absolutely. Former Rooster. She's an inside agent. I believe it.
Whoa.
We're spreading it. We're spreading it out to the side. Now Jamie Chapman will just... Oh, she gets away, to be fair, from Julia Robinson there. We've got players looking towards the referee. Yeah, Belinda Sharp just calls a knock on. No advantage. So, Chapman, I feel, in game one, didn't get involved so much. I don't know if it's because... I mean, I won't question her effort, but I think perhaps the game plan wasn't set up to actually properly get her the ball. I'm interested to see whether we go a different direction in this game, because she is arguably our most damaging player, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Just quickly, Lancaster is good. Leaguie, who is this dirty Queenslander doing out of his cage? That's, oh, jeez.
Lancaster's comments are they are very, very entertaining. Now, I want to say I can see all you guys in the chat, but obviously I want to cater to Wobblin Draw Sports' viewers as well. So we'll just read out what gets put on screen, but I can see you all, and I massively appreciate it. I appreciate the fact you're all here. So, regardless, it is Isabel Kelly now with the ball in her hand, just short of the 40. Davis will give it to Apps, fresh off signing a big contract with the West Tigers, and good post-contact meters there from the back rower. Keely Davis now for Penatani. Ball playing big front rower, Johnson. Love to see that, Ellie Johnson. Now Koenig is with it. So she's held up about 45 out from the Queensland line. Davis in a dummy half. Runs a little bit herself, but we'll give it to Kezi Apps. Female version of Boyd Cordner, I'm hearing. Keely Davis now across to Southwell, who put it up again to that side. That'll be caught in goal, I'd imagine, and it is. That's good work from Upton.
Too much pepper there. Too much pepper from the Sky Blues as Upton races back to the 20, taps it, and runs about 10 metres before Apps says that's friggin' enough. And she's brought down to terra firma there as Upton plays the ball. And this is knock on from Queensland, Leaguie. Damn it!
There we go. There we go. This is our time now, girls. Here's the opportunity. We knocked on our own end and gave Queensland one chance, and they took it. This is the chance to level things back up.
Oh,
but yeah, that play the ball. That's a symptom of the weather.
Yeah. Oh, mate, Cosmic Frog, that's not the case at all, mate. That's not the case at all. Come on, mate. What is it? Wobblin, fun fact, the Leaguie secretly supports the Eels. Okay.
That is not correct information there from Ollie, unfortunately. He wishes.
Take it away, Leaguie.
He wishes. But no, we've got New South Wales here on the attack. Surges with the ball. We'll get to about the 20. That's a line that we can actually see. That's nice. I guess because it's the dark red color. Chapman in a dummy half. Johnson put her hands up for it. Will get it eventually into the line. She just looks so hard to handle, Ellie Johnson. Davis is pleading for some sort of penalty. Belinda Sharp doesn't give it. Southwell gets it, has options, gives it out the back to Penatani. Back inside for Church. Little set play there. Didn't quite come off. Kelly's got her arms in the air. But nothing doing. Davis in a dummy half. Still a few more tackles to go here. Penatani, oh no, it's Clydesdale, excuse me, will go herself. Decent post-contact meters there, but won't threaten the line just yet. Fourth coming up. Davis at dummy half. Goes out the back to Samaima Taufa for the crash play. Held up well there by Queensland. 1 to go in the set. Davis gives it to Southwell. Will she kick? She will. A little grubber in behind. It looks like... Oh, no, I thought it was going to be too heavy, but of course just sits up in that water and Robinson grounds it.
Very clever. Very, very good play there from Jessie Southwell, man. That's definitely confidence in inducing that play from her.
Yeah, you can see how the ball... It was heavy off the boot, but she obviously knew it was just going to sit up on the ground there, and it just stopped on a dime. Completely.
Just want to say thank you, Green Cobra, for subbing, guys, and I'll get to your comments very, very quickly as Leaguie takes it away.
Yeah, so New South Wales with it. Again, Queensland surviving decently well, but this is, this is a couple of sets that New South Wales have had, so they want to inflict some punishment here. So just finally gets to ground. Potentially second effort there. No, nothing doing. Ball goes out to Davis. We'll pass to Koenig. Now Taufa into the line. She's being utilized in that crash play role, and I gotta say I'm a fan of that. I like it. She's very threatening near the line. Davis will now go to the right towards Penatani. Big cutout pass to Jamie Chapman. 1-on-1, but that was a good tackle there from Julia Robinson on the big physical Chapman. Oh, but we've got a penalty, New South Wales. Chapman draws it. Good stuff. I want to say as well to everyone in my chat, because I've got a fair few people as well. Wobblin Jaw Sports is a genuinely very good content creator. So especially if you're into the Cowboys, I know a number of you are, go over and follow him because he does very good work. And obviously, I mean, I always say the more us NRL content creators hold each other up, the better. So yeah, absolutely do that. Kezi Apps taps and goes. Surely Queensland crack at some point here. There's only so much Queensland spirit you guys can have, honestly.
The Queensland spirit!
No.
Queensland spirit shining through with Tamika Upton there, Leaguie. Another omen from the Leaguie. We're doing Roosters Cowboys in a month or so. All right, so Julia Robertson now is swarmed upon very quickly there by the Sky Blues. It's second tackle and it's Jasmine Peters with a good scoot, and she is back slammed there by Samaima Taufa there. Brown passes left infield for Romy, Teitzel, or Koenig and Davis, driving her back towards the 10-meter line there. It's already fourth tackle, and they're in the doldrums here, Maroons, so they just got to bite down on the mouth guard, and Julia Robinson does that. She gets to the 20-meter line here. 16 minutes gone inside this first half, and we've got Ali Brigginshaw kicking the missed kick. A lot of pressure. Leaguey, they're in good territory here, the Blues.
Yeah, we've got it inside the Queensland half. Jamie Frassard into the line. It looks like it came off the side of the boot there for the veteran Ali Brigginshaw, but regardless, Frassard plays it. Out of dummy half, that's Isabel Kelly taking it towards the middle of the field, but tackled well there. I think it was Sophie Hollyman, I believe, with that contact. Koenig gets it. Dummies to go inside, but eventually just runs herself. But there's 3 Queenslanders there to meet her. Put her on her back as well. Force a slow play the ball. Southwell gets the ball in her hands. Out. Oh, no, it was a short ball. Actually, I thought she was going to go out the back, but she went short to Kezi Apps. Wrapped up well there. Now it's on the 4th. There's 2 left in the set. Apps will play it. Davis will go back to the long side, the left. Koenig. Now for Taufa. She's through the line. Come on, go on. Yes, she's there. Hell yeah. Let's go. That's what we need. What did I say earlier? I said I like Taufa, dangerous near the line, go the crash play Samaima Taufa, and there we go. There we have it.
And I'll tell you what as well, I said before that there is going to be a prop from either side that's going to score a try here tonight. If you get a blockbuster like Taufa running from 15 metres out, nigh on impossible considering the momentum that she can create for herself, man. And that is a result off of great defense, but also kick pressure on Ali Brigginshaw, man. Yeah, that's how that try came about just then for the Blues, bro.
Yeah, I gotta say, there was decent contact before the line from Upton and Ali Brigginshaw. Potentially in dry conditions, she doesn't slide that much into the in goal, so it's hard to fault Queensland too much there. But obviously it was a good line run there from from Taffrin. There was a little bit of a gap in the defensive line, to be fair, so took advantage of that. That's exactly what this game needed, a hit back from New South Wales. That's what the doctor ordered.
It didn't, but we play on. All right, just going through these chats, these comments, man, they are coming in thick and fast. Expat Wobblin, how do you stream with multiple people, or are you on a Zoom call? No, I use a platform called StreamYard, and I can have as many people as I like. So maybe I can do a Q&A sometime with you guys, or thereabouts. We got Lancaster, the NRLW forwards are really entertaining. Yes, they absolutely are. Cosmic Frog wants me to say, can you say long live Sewer? Does that mean anything? Does that ring a bell for you, Leaguie?
There are so many inside jokes on my channel, I can't even keep up, but that is one that I know, unfortunately.
Long live Sewer. Alrighty then, and long live Jessie Southwell. As she puts it over the black dot, it is now 6 points all after the first 19 and a bit minutes of game number 2. And despite the conditions, there have been errors as well. It's been an entertaining game so far, Leaguie.
It absolutely has. Yeah, I mean, I think they should be commended for, producing decent attacking football given these conditions. Even the men would struggle in these conditions, and they are still obviously, somewhat rusty. So a few errors here and there are to be expected. But no, this looks like a really good contest. I mean, we've had brilliant Origin games in the past, and this is sort of set up to be one of them. Oh, as the ball, I've seen the kickoff. It bounced a fair few times. I reckon in the drive that goes over the sideline and New South Wales get punished. That was tight. That was very tight. But regardless, Jamie Chapman hits it up now. I'm seeing Keely Davis, I believe it is. Yes, there at dummy half running herself. I love how you're pulling up the messages on the screen of all the inside jokes on my channel. Everyone's pulling it up. Regardless, New South Wales are up to the 30 on the return set, of course, after points. Olivia Koenig out the back to Southwell. There's a bit of a chance here. Church just takes the run into the line, doesn't risk the pass out the back to Kelly. We'll play it for the 4th tackle. Keely Davison at dummy half. Spins it out to Koenig. Koenig's getting her hands on the ball a lot and nearly gets through the line there. It was good contact there from Ellison. Played by Koenig. Davis. Southwell will kick from about 45 out from her own line. Caught there well by Upton.
Alrighty then, Leaguie, again, I don't know how we're doing it, but your momentum's taking you 2 seconds into the future. If you catch my drift, mate. As Upton now is tackled, and the ball now is in the hands of Julia Robinson, who fights her way to the 40-meter line. They're up towards the top end of the screen, and Aiken at dummy half passes right infield here. Oh, good contact there. That there was on Rory Owen. I think that might be her first touch of the contest. Brown at dummy half goes right. Brigginshaw puts Title back under, and she was under all sorts of pressure then. And they're on halfway here, and Title just lifting the leg of Kennedy Charrington. Can't do that when she's at marker, and this is now Papali'i passes out left there for Sophie Holyman. They're on the paddock now, and they make a few meters on that occasion, and it's going to be Aiken kicking on the 40-meter line of the Blues.
So the ball bounces. Chapman, it was a little bit awkward there, but good contact there from Julia Robinson. A little bit of a hand on the back of the head there. Don't do that, Julia. Not to my Jamie Chapman. Isabel Kelly. Jessica Surgis running into the line. Now Church is in at dummy half. Will get the ball. Runs herself. She for a smaller fullback, she is not afraid to take the line on, and I really, really like that. Emma Varon is on now at dummy half. Gives it to Isabel Kelly. But just working out of New South Wales' own and not trying too much here in the set. Kelly looks towards the ref, doesn't get anything. Varon gives it across to Clydesdale. Oh, and the ball comes free. Yeah, I tell you what, it's Tavana Papali'i. She's 19 years old. Very, very impressive player for Queensland. But want to highlight the fact she's born in Wollongong. Just want to say.
But she's also part of your bloody mob as well. You can tell us all about how good we've got it in Queensland with Tavana Papali'i, eh?
Yeah, no, she is very good. Jeez, look at the mud on the face there for Clydesdale. Jesus. The conditions. That's crazy. Wow, but no, Queensland get a chance here.
Alrighty, so we need to give some chair content according to Lendog, their leaguey. Alrighty then. So we hit up here about a penalty for Queensland, a high shot by Clydesdale. And Lauren Brown just had a peek at the sticks. And in State of Origin, that's a pretty soft penalty, Leaguey.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't completely mind. I like supporting the referees. I'll let them have their call, but yeah, it is Origin after all, fundamentally. So yes, let him go at it. That's what I say.
Now, Queensland, they've tapped the ball, and Clydesdale's back into the Queenslanders as Hollyman plays the ball just short of the 30. I think Joseph now has a hit up, and this is second tackle here. They're deep inside New South Wales territory, Queensland, and Aiken dummying, sprinting. Oh, and got the ball up to, I believe that was Papali'i. I might be wrong on that. I didn't quite catch the number. Maybe Lafipo, but in any event, Queensland got smashed. This here is Papali'i now. She's active as soon as she's popped onto the paddock, Leaguey. And Brown on fourth tackle goes left. Aiken left, up then. I pass out to Lafipo, and she had to just die on the tackle. Otherwise, it would have been an obstruction or Shepherd. And last tackle here, up the top of the screen. Pass right for Aiken. Aiken puts in a kick, and it's swallowed there by Jesse Southwell. Oh, no! Leaguey, that is an Origin moment right there.
Good God, the little halfback doing something like that in the wet conditions. That was awesome. I mean, the kick was clearly angled towards the post. Queensland knew exactly what they were doing with that, and it's a decent run as well there from Veron out of her own end. So New South Wales surviving. I mean, I feel Queensland are dominating the field position battle, but we're doing pretty well to just about hold on, I feel. So Veron in at dummy half, played there by Frassard, out now to Isabel Kelly. We haven't gone too much on the edges so far in this game, but we did try to a little bit there through Kelly. Veron now back on the inside to find Togatuki, I believe that is. She's another hard running forward, very similar to Taufa. Now on the last, I think one of the Queenslanders fell over there. Southwell angled towards the sideline, wasn't from inside the 40, caught there by Queensland.
And Shizolka, she's met there by 3 Blues defenders, and she's just a metre or so beyond her own 40-metre line. Out the back here for Jasmine Peters, who has a hit up, and she's able to stick to the 50-metre line, pretty much centre of Allianz Stadium. And there's about 10 minutes remaining here in this first half. And Jesse Southwell got into the ribcage of Teitzel there on that occasion. I do think that stung Romy Teitzel there. Finally plays the ball, goes left, and it's now in the hands of Chelsea Lenarduzzi, and you can call her a Queensland legend as far as I'm concerned, as Lenarduzzi eventually plays the ball now, and it goes left to Aiken, who's been dangerous all game, and she elects to put Sophie Holliman back under, and this is last tackle now. 25 minutes gone, and they go left down the shorter side, and Aiken puts the ball up, taken beautifully there by the Blues, Leaguey. Ooh.
He was under a fair bit of pressure there from Julia Robinson, but Church did very well in her fullback role. Penatani now in a dummy half. We'll give it to Jess Surges. That's a good run. Nearly gets away. Jeez, in dry conditions, she might have been clear. We'll never know. Chapman in a dummy half. Now she gets her hands on the ball and gets a chance to run. Now there's some momentum going. This is good to see. Veron. Chapman held a little bit there. New South Wales baying for a set restart or a penalty. Don't get it. Frassard takes it just, I believe, over the halfway line. But again, it's so hard to see the line sometimes. Regardless, New South Wales hitting up now on the 4th through Olivia Koenig. Veron in a dummy half for the last. Will she go to Southwell again? She does. Southwell puts the kick up. Let's see. Not a huge chase there for New South Wales.
And Upton took it on the full and popped it back to Robinson. But that's maybe besides the grubber kick, the best kick for the Sky Blues this evening. That's a great run from Owen, but the ball nearly popped out, and she's folded a little bit there by that woman again, Jessie Southwell. Screwed out a dummy half to the right-hand side by Shizolka, and it's a knock on Queensland, Leaguey. Bugger. That's
what I like to see. That's the good stuff. Good call there from Belinda Sharp. That's exactly what I've been saying. No, I am so very one-eyed throughout these streams, so I don't expect objectivity.
No, that's all. All right, so the Leaguie, your potential is higher than that. People have been asking me to say that.
Another one of these inside jokes. It was a very funny moment, to be fair. It would take a lot of explaining, and I think we should just be focusing on the attacking opportunity that New South Wales are going to have here, because 26 minutes gone in this first half. Of course, the girls, it's 35-minute halves, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yes, so less than 10 minutes to go until half time. So this would be big if New South Wales can convert this opportunity here on the first. So it was a run there from Penatani. Varen in a dummy half. Across to Koenig again in her ball playing role. And that short ball to Togatuki, like spitting image of Taufa. I get them confused all the time. But both extremely good players. Varen will go to... Or couldn't quite make out who that was. It was Penatani, I think. No, it was Kennedy Charrington. Kennedy Charrington of the Eels. Varen anyway, across to Southwell. There's numbers if they go through the hands. They do. Was that potentially forward? It's over the sideline anyway. Botched opportunity.
Oh, alrighty then.
That was unfortunate. We had a good chance there, I feel. But just, I mean, there was an opportunity. I think it was good to try and force the pass, but just the execution wasn't quite there.
And Robinson now has the hit up. And alrighty then, so we've got Rory Owen, I think this is. Oh, she was crunched there by Emma Varen, I believe. And she gets up a little bit gingerly here, goes right here to Jasmine Peters, and still keeps her feet nice. She's getting dragged there by Isabel Kelly. Great fight shown by Jasmine Peters. Coming back from the concussion that she suffered in game number 1. But the play the ball happens right on the interchange sideline there. And the ball's worked its way for Chelsea Lenarduzzi, who gets up over the 30-metre line by a few metres. Good post-contact metres, actually. They're central here, Queensland. The ball goes, well, Lauren Brown actually scoots to the right, kicks it on fourth, but it's taken on the full there by New South Wales, Leaguie.
Yeah, that's a decent little territory win there, I feel, for New South Wales. It was that one play that went really, really sideways towards the sideline. I feel that stopped a bit of Queensland's momentum. But regardless, New South Wales have it about the 40-metre line. Church with a run herself into Lenarduzzi. That's not the direction I want to be running if I was Abby Church, I'll tell you that. But regardless, she gets up and plays it. Koenig again with the ball. Now Kennedy Charrington. She is super energetic off the bench. She was in game 1. We'll see what she does for the rest of this game. Varen now across to Kezi Apps. We're making a fair bit of ground now. I think there's a bit of momentum here for the Blues. We'll see. Varen at dummy half. Through Koenig again. She goes herself this time and she's through. There's no support. She doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. That's a Dally M winner if I've ever seen one. Hell yes, Olivia. That's my girl. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, man. Again, just fantastic defense. From the Sky Blues that is really keeping the territory. I know Queensland have had their opportunities inside the halves, but man, when Sky Blues get down into like within 30 meters of the try line, they say camp down there, man. Like, man, they're really good at keeping their opposition down in their own territory over this game and a half. And a try just before halftime, about 4 minutes before halftime. Oh man, that's a bit of a kick in the teeth, man. Bugger.
That is a rough one. That's not when you want to be conceding. And I think it probably deserves to be level pegging heading into the second half. I think Queensland have held up decently well. But there's just been a couple of moments of individual quality from our forwards. I mean, Olivia Koenig, she's Dally M winner for a reason. Super, super hard running forward. But it's the amount of ball play that she's done in that first half. It sort of created a little bit of space for her. I think Queensland were potentially expecting the pass, and she just went herself, broke through the contact. And I mean, I don't want to have it go up to too much, but I mean, because I couldn't stop Olivia Koenig myself. But potentially you want a little bit more from your fullback there in terms of contact. But regardless,
Alrighty.
Right underneath the post, 10 will almost certainly become 12, I would imagine. We'll see with Southwell from right in front. There we go. So 12 points to 6. It's still, I mean, regardless of the lead that New South Wales have, this is a really even contest. I think you can be decently happy with what Queensland have put in so far.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Alrighty, to the 24 odd people that are in the chat, you guys are popping off, man. It's kind of hard to keep up with this while trying to call the game. But thank you so much for your continuous support. Green Cobra 190 could be a small scoreboard at the bottom of the screen, similar to Leaguie. Yeah, that probably could help a little bit as well. Guys, we need to make an exposing Wobblin channel. Okay. All right, and it's a short kickoff here. We're knocked on by the Sky Blues. Well done, Queensland. Ball hits Casper. And Jada Ferguson picks up the ball there. Now, Queensland, they could strike back immediately and do level things up at halftime. Tavana Papali'i now passes right to Leonard. Hospital pass there. And now Kennedy Cherrington is off now, Leaguie.
That's what I like to see. Kennedy Cherrington, it was good contact. She picks up the ball. A nice little play there from Queensland on the short kickoff. New South Wales did not see that coming, but it does now mean that New South Wales have decent field position. Kennedy Cherrington pleading for a penalty there from Tavana Papali'i. She doesn't get one. New South Wales up to just shy of halfway now. Queensland will be shocked that they don't have the ball. I mean, it looked like they were set to have a full attacking set. Run here from Togatuki up to nearly the 40. Veron again. We're looking at Belinda Sharp. We're banging for penalties. We're not getting them. That's okay though. Southwell gets it. Dummies goes herself back inside. Can't quite get past big Chelsea Lenarduzzi. Veron, again, not noted to be a hooker, normally a 5'8" or a fullback, but she's done a good job so far. Penatani, ball in her hands, goes back to Surgis underneath. Good tackle there. I think that was Romy Teitzel around the leg, stopped Surgis from running. Now, Olivia Koenig, the try scorer, plays short to Togatuki, but it's a knock on.
Oh, fantastic. Alrighty, so Teitzel now, she does get up and play the ball, and the ball is now in the hands of Julia Robinson, and she is up over halfway, 5 meters shy of halfway. All right, plays the ball, first tackle, passed out right here to Sophie Holloman. Oh man, I don't know if she should be ducking her head that friggin' deep into the line again. Holy smokes. Jada Ferguson now at dummy half goes right. Papali'i now first receiver. It's not the first time in the past 5 or so minutes she's been first receiver either, as Lenarduzzi now forges her way up and finally gets up to play the ball now as Ferguson goes left. Aiken, first receiver, runs, skips, left out to Upton, left out to Owen, and she stepped, but the defense there from Surgis was good, and boy howdy, she was chucked down to the earth by Kizzy Apps and Jess Surgis. Fourth tackle, there's less than 2 minutes remaining, and it's worked its way infield here for Sophie Hollyman once more. Can she get the offload away? No, she's ragdolled by Clydesdale there. This is last tackle now here for Queensland. What do? Ferguson elects to go left, finds Aiken. Aiken puts up the kick. Chapman's under it, but Robinson was as well. But it's now been popped back into the hands of Owen. That's play on as far as I'm concerned. That's play on. That's sort of a strip there. By Rory Owen. We'll get back to that as it's now midfield here for Papali'i, who puts Lenarduzzi back under for maybe the 4th time in 5 friggin' minutes there. Alrighty, it's Papali'i. It's Papali'i's show as Ferguson at dummy half knocks the ball on, or it was a bad play by Lenarduzzi. And now Lenarduzzi at Cherrington. Oh man, that's an explosion. That is some C4 waiting to go off right there. Cherrington versus Lenarduzzi. Oh, let it go. Holy.
No, geez, that's a attacking opportunity gone begging. That was exactly what Queensland needed. I know we're right on the dawn of half-time, but geez, there was an opportunity there to really get some momentum back heading into the break. Knock on there from Lenarduzzi. But Kennedy Cherrington, I've had the pleasure of meeting her before at the Sport Shed charity match. She was on the sideline. My team was losing, and she gave it to us. She wasn't even playing, and she gave it to us. So I don't doubt at all she was giving it to Chelsea Lenarduzzi there. She knows how to stir the pot. Let's just say Kennedy Cherrington. But anyway.
Now the referee's calling in both captains. And just the official warning there, Leaguie, with about 19 seconds. No, don't. No, Leaguie. No, I thought for a second that maybe Cherrington was going to get called. Ooh,
the camera work there, yeah, it did suggest that she would. Nah, this is Origin. Let him get into it. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. But no, anyway, there's only 19 seconds left in this half, so I'll probably just see New South Wales tuck it and run. Really interesting, though, you said earlier as well, the head going down for the Queensland play was like Ram style. I don't know about that. No sense of self-preservation. But anyway, New South Wales up to near the 30-meter line. Kelly's wrapped up there with her teammate, Taryn Aiken, Roosters teammate. But that'll be all for the first half, 12 points to 6. I'm pretty happy with that, I gotta say. But overall, from an objective perspective, this has been a really good contest so far.
Yeah, in trying conditions it has, man. And New South Wales did really well to come back from the punch in the face that they got, an incidental one by Tamika Upton. I thought it was an unfair try, admittedly. I thought there was enough sort of pressure there from Olivia Koenig to suggest maybe it should have been a goal line dropout in any event. So, but look, credit to New South Wales, man. And I think if it's not Apps who's on the screen right now, I think Jesse Southwell, I don't know what your opinion is, mate, but I think Jesse Southwell could be laying claim to being the player of the game thus far.
Yeah, well, just before I do get to that, I just want to thank Green Cobra, one of my regular viewers. He donates all the time, and he has donated $1.49 for Queensland, he says. So hopefully, well, for his sake, they get up in the second half, not for mine. But regardless, thank you, Cobra, as always. But yes, Southwell, I mean, we spoke pre-game about her and how despite her young age, she's already won a premiership with the Newcastle Knights. And to see her come into this side after being overlooked in the past, when she's been in good form, and just take control in the way she has, I think it's such a sign of respect from head coach John Strange to pick her alongside Penatani, who, as I say, is not a noted half. He has the faith that Southwell will be able to play an even greater role than perhaps she normally would. And she has her hands on the ball so often, but it has worked really well so far. Definitely worked last game, and even so far in this game, I think it's been good.
Alrighty, so I'm just going to open up. The stats here for the game in that first half. So possession is only just in favour of New South Wales, and the completion rate's actually worse off, but it's still so. New South Wales completed 12 out of 20 possible sets with a 60% completion rate, and 72% there for Queensland, 13 out of a possible 18. And you can't blame half of those errors on the ladies out there, considering the money and trying conditions. And I think a couple of those stats there are pretty much the difference. The post-contact meters, not too much more, but it's still approximately 70 to 60 odd meters more in the post-contact meter department for the Blues. But the tackle breaks there from the Sky Blues is pretty graphic, actually. 25 tackle breaks, 2-3. That does make a hell of a lot of sense after watching that first half. In credit to the Maroons, though, when they have completed, they've been able to kick the ball a little bit further. But I think a factor of why the kicking meters are a bit lower, or almost 100 meters lower than the Maroons, is that the Blues they've completed well. And when they've completed well, it's because they've made about 50 meters on those big sets. They've started maybe on their own 30, and they've eventually had to kick from maybe only 25 meters out on a handful of occasions, Leaguie. So their work getting out of their own end has maybe been the highlight of the Blues game so far.
It has been. I am blown away by that tackle break statistic. I mean, I know that there's been a couple of breaks up through the middle, but 25-3. That is insane. And I think I obviously don't want to question the Queensland players whatsoever, but I think that that's a way that heading into the second half, they'll look at a stat like that and think perhaps when we've been carrying the ball, we haven't been intense enough in terms of the contact. We've been, content with getting into the line and, playing the ball quickly, say, but not so much trying to actually break through the line. And they struggled for points in game one, and whilst New South Wales didn't. I think that's a real area that they need to fix up. I mean, they are one half away from losing this series. If it goes on like this, something potentially does need to change. I think that's a distinct thing that can be fixed.
And it's exactly the same number, so maybe there still needs to be a little bit of editing to happen in the NRL control room there. But it is also 25 tackle breaks for New South Wales, but it's also 25 missed tackles for the Queensland side as well. So they were powerful last year, New South Wales, and but they've come in again with a revitalized sense of an attitude, and they're kind of merciless in the front row, the Sky Blues, man. They're going absolutely hell for leather. So that's pretty much it. That's all you really need to talk about from that first half, really, in a sense. That is the reason why the Blues are up, is because they're not just their forward pack as well, but you do have the likes of Jess Surgis at a time or two that was able to make great meters coming out of their own territory, Leaguie. But I've got to say, man, that your fans, mate, are keeping me on my freaking toes, bro. So we'll get into some of the comments here, man. So let me have a look here. So surely we'll actually have an interactive chat at halftime. So yeah, please throw your questions towards Leaguie. It doesn't even have to be about tonight's Origin. So Leaguie, Len Dog, he just wants you to start talking.
Yeah, for my audience, it's a bit of a change of pace. Normally, when I'm doing my live streams, yeah, there's barely any talking about the game, as you guys all know. But we'll be back to normal on Saturday. I'm streaming all 3 games, so we'll be back to the old conversational style. But no, I wanted to team up with Wobblin and Jaw Sports for this one, create the little bit of Origin rivalry going, and I've been very happy with what I've seen so far. But no, I am seeing you all in the chat, don't worry. And as I say, yeah, Saturday we'll do our usual conversational style. I was just saying as you were gone, mate, that when I do my live streams, often I'm like hardly talking about the game. I just get distracted by so much that's going on in the chat. So that's what my viewers are used to. They're used to the special treatment, every comment, being read out and all that stuff. But no, this is nice. It's nice to focus on the game for once.
Well, we've got a question here from Dean Liddell, roaming to Rome. That's a hell of a name, mate. Who is the worst team in the comp, and why is it Manly? And no, it's not Manly. Leaguie, I think the worst team in the comp at the moment are the Newcastle Knights.
I'm glad you say that, because that would be my answer as well. And they were my prediction for the Spoon heading into this season. And although I really like the Newcastle Knights, and it wouldn't be, probably a good thing for Rugby League if they were to get another Spoon, there is a part of me that kind of wants to see that prediction turn correct, because there was so many people in the comment section of that video going, Newcastle made the 8 last year. They've got the same team. What on earth makes you think they'll finish last? So I'd be a bit vindicated. But no, they've really, really struggled in attack so much. That's been noted. And even their Magic Round performance against South, which was good, South was so massively depleted. And if they had gone on with it and beaten the Titans last week, I would have been a bit more convinced, but they just haven't done that.
And it was right there for him too, wasn't it? Credit to the Gold Coast Titans. And I said, great minds think alike, mate, because I actually tipped Newcastle as well for the wooden spoon. And I said in my previews that Gold Coast Titans, man, like they're kind of desperate, and they're also inching closer towards being full strength, despite the omission of David Fifita recently. And I just sort of said that if Newcastle aren't careful, like, you don't want to get confident after beating a damn near C-string team from the South Sydney Rabbitohs. And I don't know, like they started well enough. They were up 20-0 or whatever it was, and then they didn't come out of the shed. So yeah, I think there is a air of cockiness I get, or maybe it is the coach that just didn't get them revved up enough at halftime. Yeah, no,
I mean, well, I made a video recently roasting every coach. Not exactly, in-depth, honest analysis, but I did say that Adam O'Brien hasn't realized yet that you can use more than one tone while talking. And that the only thing his voice motivates me to do is to turn off the press conference. So I'm obviously joking, but nonetheless, I don't see him as a guy who can galvanize a team so much. He's decent tactically. He's got very good coaching experience, but potentially they need something else there. I know in Newcastle they've got a guy in the staff called Brian McDermott, who was a very successful coach for the Leeds Rhinos back in the day, and coached the Toronto Wolfpack as well briefly. He's a very good rugby league mind, but perhaps he needs a little bit more control over the team to some extent. But something needs to happen up there in Newcastle, because the attack is pretty putrid.
Yeah, it is kind of apropos that we are talking about Newcastle, and we were just touching on Jesse Southwell as well, who I think maybe has been the player of the match to date in game number 2 of this contest. We'll go into another comment here. Wobblin Jaw Sports, am I ready for Vegas 2026? Look, man, I'm excited for the Cowboys and anyone that does go. I just think that in this current climate, I just can't afford to go to Vegas, man. I'd love to, mate, especially if I get hit up the ass by a rainbow. I'm sure I will go. Leaguie, have you got your sights on Vegas if Roosters get announced for 2027, for example?
If Roosters get announced for 27, I'd very much have to consider it. I was lucky enough to go the first time around when we played the Broncos for the first time in Vegas. And I only spent like a week there. But honestly, still when I close my eyes at night, I often have dreams about that week. Being back in Vegas is such a unique, surreal place. I would love to go back at some point. And if anyone in the chat is considering it, like, I wouldn't necessarily recommend the travel packages the NRL are offering. I think you can get better value doing it manually. But it is so worthwhile. And if you can afford it, accommodation in Vegas isn't the most expensive, but it's the flights that'll get you. So definitely, if you can, I recommend it highly.
Also, opinions on the Vegas games, mate. Look, Dylan Brown, I get, is a huge marquee name coming into 2026 and the story around Newcastle Knights. But based off what we have seen from Newcastle, I hate to keep freaking talking about Newcastle just quietly. But yeah, Cowboys versus Knights next year. I get why people aren't particularly excited about that contest. I get why people would be about Bulldogs versus Dragons, considering the past 3 matches between those 2 clubs. But what's your opinion on the Vegas games, man? Do you reckon you're happy with it, or do you reckon it should have been altered slightly?
No, I think it's almost inevitable that eventually you're going to get to, some less than ideal matchups. The key thing is, I mean, supposedly they're trying to attract an American audience by doing this Vegas thing. I doubt that a little bit. I think there are much better ways of going about that if that was their true intentions. But regardless, the thing with the American audience is that they don't have a reference point so much. So it doesn't really matter that Knights versus Cowboys to us isn't the greatest matchup. They're just watching a game of rugby league. So I think that the key to me, and those of you who've watched me before will know this, the place name is the key thing. Names like Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, New Zealand, Americans will recognize that. But St. George Illawarra versus Canterbury Bankstown, trying to sell that to an American who has no link and doesn't know what either of those things mean, I think that's really tough. So I get that they have to rotate it, give every fan base a chance to go over, but it's far more geared towards the Australians than it is the Americans. I don't like the way they're pretending that they're trying to grow the game.
Yeah. We can go deeper into that another time, but I'm not too dissimilar in your opinion there, man. Just another question here. This one is for Wobblin. Why did you pick the Cowboys as your team? Pretty much the color scheme and the jerseys. I think I was maybe 6 or 7 years old, and I've just been a lifelong North Queensland Cowboys fan ever since, man. So thank you very much. We've got a question, Smart Guy Tech. How do you show how many minutes have passed in the game? Well, I'm trying to friggin' keep up with the clock here, but you guys are so friggin' active in the chat that it's a little bit difficult at the moment trying to change the friggin' times, but that's all right. That's great. That's fantastic. So I really appreciate the comments. So keep it coming as we see the Sky Blues coming back out onto the paddock now, actually, Leaguie. And just quickly, came from the Leaguie. Why is the Leaguie sleeping on Paps for New South Wales fullback, mate?
I don't know if I'm sleeping on him. I have very much said that while I think Tedesco is him and Pappenhausen are both form fullbacks, but I've said Laurie Daly will pick the one that suits his game plan. They're apples and oranges, Tedesco and Edwards and Pappenhausen. Very different styles. So whichever one Laurie prefers for his game plan, that's who will be picked.
Yes, sir. And man, Pappy is in undeniable form just quietly at the moment. Alrighty then. So Queensland, they're going to kick off to the Sky Blues, and I'm going to leave it for Leaguie to kick us off, man.
Yeah, so this is the most important half of the series. Coming up, New South Wales leading by 6 points, and they have an opportunity to wrap it up inside 2 games. We'll see what Queensland can pull off. I'm seeing Upton on my screen. They're gearing up. The crowd, I'm always terrible at guessing crowds, but it doesn't look super impressive. Anyway, there's the kickoff for the second half for me. Caught there by New South Wales, across now to a hard-running Togatuki. Holy, she just cannons into the line. Goes absolutely flying. I love that. That was about 10 post-contact meters in the air. Run there from Kennedy Charrington. This rotation of Togatuki, Charrington, Taufa, and Johnston, that's causing problems. But regardless, she plays it to go to Veron. Now, Koenig into the line. Causing damage already early on. Veron will get it. Now Southwell with the white headgear. Dummies. Goes short ball eventually to Isabel Kelly. Church was there for an offload, but Kelly can't give it to her on the 4th. Played there by her. Goes to Veron. Now Clydesdale running into the line. So this is good meters considering it was a kickoff set. She does play it there. Now Southwell will get it. Kicks towards the right-hand side of the field where Chapman and Surges are. But it's a good take there, Robinson.
Robertson plays the ball, and Rory Owen now has the hit up. Just quickly, Leaguie, if you're able to maybe make yourself go live, I know that you've had to maybe delay yourself maybe 3 seconds or so, but I reckon now all of a sudden I'm now 3 seconds into the future now, mate. So I'll get you to potentially make yourself go live if you can, as we see maybe a potential hair pull there on Sienna Lefipo by Togatuki, but play on there, and it's Chelsea Lenarduzzi who fights her way to the 30-meter line. Lenarduzzi still wrapped up in the tackle there, and Lenarduzzi eventually plays the ball. Ball goes out to the right-hand side, and Brigginshaw under all sorts of pressure, and it's now Sky Blue's ball from about 30 meters out there, Leaguie.
That's a big play. Clydesdale jumps on the ball, so we get it about 30 meters out from the Queensland line. This is a golden opportunity here early in the second half to continue that momentum that we had with Kurdick's try heading into the halftime break. So Varon gets it at dummy half, gives it to that try scorer. Koenig into the line, just takes a little bit of a settler. That's okay. Setting up, we're just shy of 20 meters out. Varon will go out to Southwell again with her hands on the ball. Now Penatani gets it in a bit of a center position. She's close to the line, but does eventually get taken down. 2 left to go in the set. Jocelyn Kelleher is now in, playing dummy half. Keziapps with the ball, gets it about 2 meters or so short of the line. This will be the last. Varon goes across to Southwell. Will she kick across field? She will. It's Fassad underneath it. Can't quite get it. I think that might be caught in goal there by Queensland.
Jasmine Peters really asking the question. Surely that the bunker will have a quick look at it. Hopefully this is overturned. If it's not, then it's a great call there by Belinda Sharp. That's tight. Well, I mean, the lines have been absolutely washed away as well, so it is a bit difficult to tell for you and I. And it looks like it's going to be a goal line dropout, bro.
Yeah, they do. They always rule dropout first and then have a look, but no, they have kept it that way. And New South Wales have the ball now. Kennedy Charrington. I don't blame her for isolating Taryn Aiken in the line, but that was good contact there from Aiken against the middle forward. Koenig with the ball. Doesn't play it, goes herself regardless, but that's a decent little run. She's close to the line. We're inside 10 now on the second. Varon goes across to Southwell. Will she go through the hands? She will. Cut out pass now to Isabel Kelly. Squares up her opposite number. Fassad gets it for the corner. Yeah, Jamie Fassad. I've got to say, I've been proven very wrong by her form in this series. I wasn't convinced that she should have been picked at this level, but she has well and truly proven me wrong, and that's 16-6.
Well, I'm hoping that the feet of Fassad has touched the line, and I'm with you, man. Like someone like okay, you know what? I'm happy with the call on Jasmine Peters, by the way. They just showed a replay. I'm happy with the goal line dropout. Now I'm just friggin' hoping that Peters was able to bring Fassad down on the line, on the sideline, I mean. But you're right, man. Fassad, look, someone like a Jakaya Whitfeld is being left out of this New South Wales side. I think this is going to be a try here for the Blues.
Yeah, she had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, but Fassad, no, she's killed it in a game and a half here. It's a try time.
It is only just though. She did a good job. Got to try in game 1 as well, if memory serves correct. But yeah, Jakaya Whitfeld would have probably been there. In my side, there's a few of them. You could have potentially played. I mean, there's heaps of good centers in the NRLW. One of them could have played on the wing, but Jamie Fassad is a specialist winger. John Strange is obviously also coach of the Roosters. Picked a very Roosters heavy side with Surges Kelly, Fassad, Kelleher, etc. But he's had faith in his winger, and she's repaid it for sure. Now,
just to the comments section, I think spoilers are coming in. So we're watching this on 9 Go or what have you, 9 Now or what have you. And I think there's maybe 10 seconds difference between this app and then the actual coverage on live TV. And Jessie Southwell shoots. She had the mustard, but it didn't have the direction, so it remains at 16-6. So just refrain from any spoilers in the chat, guys. That'd be much appreciated. But it's still 16-6. With half an hour left to go in Queensland, they need to activate right now, man.
Yeah, it's always tricky from the sideline, but that was so close. Just shaved the left upright. But yes, no, correct. We are watching on 9 now, and for some reason, I always watch my games on Foxtel Go. It's never a huge problem. But 9 now, there's just this delay that they put on it. So it's a bit of a struggle at times. But regardless, we are here in Queensland. Kick it off to New South Wales, bouncing towards the sideline, but captured well there. I believe that's Abby Church. And Charrington just... I feel like I'm saying this every single time, but she runs harder every single run. Varen in a dummy half. I'd like to see her get more involved in a ball playing sense rather than just picking it up and playing it herself, because she's a very talented player. Out the back now to Koenig. Up towards... Yeah, she'll get just to the 40-meter line. So now on the third. New South Wales feel like they're in their groove here. Now there's a bit of a run from Varen. That's what I like to see. Over halfway. That was over 10 meters there. Good run there from the Cronulla Shark. On the fourth, so Koenig will be in at dummy half. Gives it across to Southwell. She'll kick on the fourth. Bomb up. It's being chased there, I think, by Kelleher. Ball bounces. Oh, Upton. Oh, that's all backwards. Jesus Christ.
Oh, dear.
What the
And
damn hell's going on?
And it's all Queensland play on, Leaguie. It's all Queensland play on. Well called. Oh, and then there's an absolute smashing. Now, there is a comment here from Lancaster, I think, that talked about Brigginshaw here. That is a question that might be at the forefront at the conclusion of this game if Queensland can't activate right now, as Jasmine Peters gets up and plays the ball only 12 metres out from her own try line. And Shizuoka is smashed there by New South Wales. Olivia Koenig, who's been tremendous tonight as well. Aiken kicks on her own 20. It's going to find grass, enter the 40, but it's saved there by the Blues, Leaguie.
Yeah, she went for the 20-40 there. The rare 20-40, but nearly got it. Yeah, no, I have to say, on Lancaster's comment, I wasn't going to be the one to bring it up, but I don't entirely disagree. I think potentially Lauren Brown at halfback might be the way to go. But regardless, New South Wales have the ball, and it's a penalty. We draw a penalty,
yeah,
so that's going to help. I tell you what, Queensland, I'm not saying that this is a done deal by any means. The Queensland still have a red-hot chance of winning this game. But the clock will tick down. It's not a factor just yet, but very, very soon it's going to become their enemy. And so far in this second half, it has just been all down Queensland's end. New South Wales have just had the ball. We've had it. We've been able to attack well. Queensland really need to wrestle this back, and penalties like that are not going to help. But anyway, it is. I've got a question in my chat. How many minutes left in this game? It is the 43rd minute out of 70. So New South Wales attacking. We're up near the 20, I believe that is. Yes, it is. Varen at dummy half. We'll give it across to Southwell. She sums it up, gives it to Church. That was decent play. Held the ball up well, let a fullback get around her. Church plays it on the third. Kelly. That pass was a bit wayward, but it finds Togatuki, who runs hard into the line. Bit of a settler there through the middle, but that's all right. Set to go towards the left here. Varen. She gets past one, goes back, steps herself, tackled there by Brigginshaw. So there's one left in the set. Abby Church is in a dummy half. Southwell will likely get the ball here. Yes, she does. Will she kick across field? Yep. To try and find Jamie Chapman. Great take.
Oh, Robinson.
Unreal.
Robinson. Oh, she was Queensland's best in game one, and she just saved their bacon right there. Well done, Robinson. As Upton scoots to the right-hand side, and I think she's gotten up to the 20-meter line there. You can see the outline of the paint from a football game that's happened there recently as Tavana Papali'i now crashes into the Sky Blue defense. So there's approximately about 25 minutes remaining here in this game. And Sophie Hollyman now plays the ball. Brown on fourth tackle goes left. Aiken kicks on her own 40. Doesn't quite get the distance, and it's taken on the full there by Church.
Yeah, she hasn't got the biggest boot on her, Taryn. I don't know if her being the one to kick Queensland out of trouble on the early tackles is the way to go, but regardless, she knows a lot more about rugby league than I ever will, so I won't question it. But Chapman now hitting up to near the halfway line. I'm starting to get nervous. I'm starting to feel it. I'm getting that Origin feeling. The heart's beating that little bit faster. Kelly with a run. Romy Teitzel gets her. Oh, and a big grab there on Chelsea Leonard. See, she's braver than I am. I wouldn't be doing that. Definitely. Kelly's claiming, I think, a little whack on the head. We'll see, not the first time a New South Wales player has stayed down a little bit. Now Big Johnston's back on the field, and looking out for her captain runs straight back at Chelsea Lenarduzzi. That's what I like to see. That is good stuff. Play there by Johnston. Koenig with her hands on the ball. I don't think she's come off the field yet. Kelleher, now there's some numbers. Chapman gets it. She's down the sideline, one-on-one with the fullback. Steps inside. Get in! Yes! I'm sorry, I don't mean to rub it in, but...
No, you're right, mate. No, you're right. No, that's all right. Chapman, you called for her in that first half to become more active, and she broke the ankles of Tameka Upton on that occasion, mate. God damn.
She's our most dangerous player. And look, I mean, she's barely had her hands on the ball this whole game, but we finally do a little play through the hands, get her isolated, and Upton, I mean, she's a great fullback, but she was clutching air there. Clutching air. That's Jamie Chapman at her very best. Let's go.
Oh, man. Well, there's... I'm glad that she's... I'm not glad about any of it, but she's reached for a hammy, mate.
She has.
I thought for a split second that she came down hard on the ankle, and I thought, don't tell me it's an Achilles, mate. But, Upton's done something here, Leaguie, and that just afforded the space for Chapman to explode through, and great chase there from Robinson. But brilliance from Jamie Chapman there, Leaguie.
I was going to call it the old-fashioned ankle breaker, but that feels a bit insensitive now, given that Upton might have genuinely hurt herself. Hopefully she's all okay, because if Queensland are going to mount a comeback in this game, she is vital. Absolutely vital. Her importance cannot be overstated. She's still holding it a little bit, but she looks like she might be okay to go on. We'll see. But anyway, I mean, we've got the 14-point lead right now. Kick to come here from Jesse Southwell. Well, 14 becomes 16. Let's see. It's from...
I gotta say, man. Oops, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, man. Southwell. Okay. So 20 to 6 it will remain as the kick is sprayed. I gotta say, man, that's maybe 2 or 3 times in this game where Aiken or even Brickenshaw has kicked on fourth tackle, and it wasn't quite necessary at the time. You'd rather try to play a little bit more footy and maybe kick right on halfway, man. The kicking of the Queensland side and then the kick pressure from the Sky Blues is really determining this game so far.
Yeah, no, I think I said it at the time that, I mean, Queensland are trying to do something to wrestle back the field position, but when you don't have a massive boot, and Taryn Aiken realistically doesn't, I don't know if it's the way to go. But I do just want to say as well, in my chat, Green Cobra has donated again. He's absolutely made of money, this kid. I love him. So he's paying my rent by himself. But anyway, thank you very much, Cobra. But play is live again. Charrington into the line. So played now for Emma Varian. Kessie Apps, great leader. Big contact into the line. Julie Robinson back in field, actually making that tackle. That's good work from the winger. So Koenig gets the ball now. Ball plays across to Johnson. Did well to hold it. I don't want to jinx it, but I think the New South Wales ball handling has been a lot better in this second half. Across now from Southwell, short ball to Clydesdale. Looks like we're happy to just get through the set here, and I like that. I like that. We've got the 14-point lead. Southwell will kick from just inside the 40. It's angled towards the sideline, or it bounces well, but eventually stops and Upton gets it.
Oh, man, I don't know how Upton's doing. She spun away from one. Oh, really would have liked to have seen her get the offload, but she's in pain.
Wincing.
Upton
Yeah.
needs to come off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. As it works its way back in field here for Robinson, she crashes into the defense. This is the set here. She has to come off. It doesn't matter how talented she is. She can't. She's got to come off. And now Robinson's clutching at her throat. But play on. Second tackle on the 30-meter line. And this is Jasmine Peters now, able to make about 5 meters or so. They're just a little bit right of center here. Jess Surgis there. That's something I didn't even see. Breaking news, but Shizuka now receives a cutout pass, and she's able to fight her way just short of halfway. Jess Surgis has been ruled out with a neck injury, Leaguie. We'll get back to that in half a second as Sophie Holliman now, who's worked very hard coming off of the bench this evening, enters New South Wales territory. But this is the last here. Brown, left, Aiken puts it sky high, and it's taken comfortably by Chapman, Leaguie.
No, I thought for a second she might be away, but it's okay. Queensland survive. Now, on that Surges news, I'm just trying to think of how they will reshuffle. I'd imagine Penitani will go out to the centres. It looks like Emma Varon is still playing dummy half, so potentially Jocelyn Kelleher moves in to play 5/8. But we've got Abby Church down here. I think it's Church. Yeah, she's staying down. This is a genuine concern here. But they are. I want to point out, like particularly with Tamika Upton, these girls are so tough. These girls are so incredibly tough, and they feel that Origin spirit, and they will play on if they can. But this was, I think she was just bent back, Abby Church there. There was a little bit of contact late there. I don't think it was anything illegal. But yeah, you can just see in that footage there, Upton, her strength is her speed, and she just won't have it right now.
Absolutely.
No, it looks like she's coming off. She's coming off.
Tiger Walker in the chat. That one's for you, Leaguie.
Wagwan Tiger Man. Hello, bro. Thank you for coming along.
Yo. Alrighty then. We've got play just about to get back underway.
Yep. So New South Wales hitting it up here through Isabel Kelly. Maybe you could tell me who's come on there in place of Upton. I couldn't quite recognize her.
Ferguson.
Initially. Ferguson. Okay. So I'm curious how they will rotate. Will Ferguson play fullback, or will it be one of the other outside backs? I suppose we'll see. Played there by Koenig. Veran across to Southwell. Now, yeah, it looks like Kelleher is playing 5/8 with Penitani at centre, so that makes some sense. Penitani, she's very damaging out there. We'll see what she can do. Chapman at dummy half. We'll give it to Southwell on the last. Chips back towards that same direction. Kelleher's the only one who's really chasing it. Good take, Robinson.
Well done, Robinson. And it looks like that Aitken floated back there at fullback temporarily. We'll see if that remains the case. As Sienna Lefippo now charges into the defense. Alrighty, so what is there? There's 25 minutes remaining. And Jasmine Peters, nice step and makes some inroads straight up the middle. And Ferguson now scoot to the right-hand side. It's a little bit better, a little bit more direct here from Queensland, but need a little bit more pepper here from Queensland as Brigginshaw at dummy half passes left to Brown, and Brown again, kick on fourth tackle inside their own 40, and it's covered eventually beautifully by New South Wales, Leaguie.
Yeah, Church looks okay. She's recovered pretty well from that knock earlier, and we now enter the final 20 minutes of this game. So I did say, time is going to become a factor for Queensland before they know it, and it really is starting to. Definitely next points in this game are vital and could determine the entire series, especially if they go New South Wales' way. Good offload there, Clydesdale. Kelly gets it. Doesn't pass, goes herself, but good contact there from a number of Queenslanders. If Taryn Aiken has moved to fullback, I don't recall ever seeing her play in that role, so I'm very interested to see how she goes, but obviously very talented player. Johnston up into the line, tackled there by Ferguson, and Teitzel, I believe it is, over the top, and Ellison. So it takes 3 players to wrap her up. She is very dangerous if she can ever get an offload away. Now Clydesdale, short ball to Kelly, but that was read very well by Brigginshaw. On the 4th, no, now it's the last actually. So Southwell will get it, kicks across field. It's being chased decently hard there by Koenig, but you're right, it's Aiken at fullback.
Well done, Aiken. And she got away from one. I thought she just got punched in the chin then by Johnston incidentally, but play on.
That's just Origin. That's Origin.
That's it. It is just Origin, isn't it? Yes. Julie Robinson now with the hit up. Look at the possession there, 64% to New South Wales in the second half. And that play right there between Brigginshaw and Teitzel lacked some energy and creativity. They're about 15 short of halfway here as Ferguson goes right. Brigginshaw dummies, runs, and she's tackled about 5 short of halfway here is Brigginshaw. Ferguson left infield here, and I think that's Jess Elliston out there, and she just has the hit up. I know it's wet conditions, but you've got to start playing footy right now as Brown puts up a spiral, a floating one, and it's knocked backwards there by Chapman, Leaguie.
Yeah, she did well in the end. I mean, I was right when I saw that ball come free, but it was spinning around in the air. You're not wrong, though. Queensland do need to start playing some footy. They need to do something to wrestle back this field position. Take a risk, take a chance. There's no point playing conservatively and then full-time whistle comes and the series is gone. So New South Wales do have the ball. They're just shy of the 30 on the second. Kelleher will go across to Jamie Fressard, the outside backs taking the tough carries here. Picked up there by the legs by Romy Teitzel. And who's that line? It's Jamie Chapman. After that take earlier. And play has stopped here. It was Teitzel who picked up the leg of Jamie Fressard. It could potentially be a penalty here, but there's, leg lift. I thought so. But there's a couple of Blues that are down. It's the two wingers, Chapman and Jamie Fressard. I think it's just cramped there for Jamie Chapman. But we'll see here what Teitzel does. Yeah, the little leg pull to get Jamie Fressard to the ground. And yeah, there's a heavy contact with the ground. Can't do that. But anyway, again, New South Wales not kicking for touch. Just willing to tap it and go. I don't mind it as the clock does continue to tick down. So they're near halfway with a fresh set. Koenig will go out to Southwell. Oh, they're trying it through the hands. Is that a set restart? Having been played at by Queensland? It might be. Southwell plays it. Davis in at dummy half. Gives it across to Koenig. Yes, so this will be the first. So that was touched there by Queensland. New South Wales, again, I've said it, this entire second half, they are just camped down this end, and Queensland, they haven't had their opportunities at all. New South Wales are suffocating them. Davis will go across to Koenig. Now Church out the back, taken well there, but does break through the tackle. Breaks through a number of them, actually. Abby Church, she's very threatening when she has the ball. Claiming a bit of contact to the mouth, but she will just get up there and play it. Now Davis, across for Southall, back inside to Johnston. But that has good contact there from Keely Joseph and Ellison on the big front rower. Now on the fourth. Davis will go to Koenig. Will she pass? No, she just runs herself. Settler up through the middle. So, last play, right in the middle of the field. Davis will go to the right. She looked left, but she kicks for herself, and that's wrapped up well there by Queensland. That was a tricky one.
All right, 20 minutes remaining in this game, and 20 minutes remaining for the hopes of Queensland. And Robinson now tries to get them out of the 10 meters, but not willing. And discipline has been fantastic from the Blues, unfortunately, in the second half, as Papali'i now takes the hit up. This is second tackle here. And Brickenshaw with ball in hand, and she just puts Chizolka back under. There's very little width and shape about Queensland at this point in time, as Peters just receives it out the back, but just goes straight into the meat of the defense. And that's last tackle. And they made about 20 meters on that set. Brickenshaw kicks from inside around 30, and it's going to land defend the space and trickle down to 20.
Yeah, she found a decent gap there, but we're now at the 56th minute. There's 14 minutes left to go, and they need to try something. They need to try something different, because a set like that, this is a 3-score game. A set like that, they are not going to eke back this scoreline, especially with someone like Tamika Upton off the field. But anyway, up over the halfway line now are New South Wales. I'm loving watching this personally, but Queensland really they need to be trying to spread the ball a lot more than they are, because New South Wales are currently dominating field position and have done this entire second half. Davis in a dummy half. It's a bit of a tricky one there, but does get the ball on the fourth. Runs herself up to near, I think that's the 20. Yes, eventually taken to ground there. So on the last, Kelleher at dummy half will give it to Southwell. Keeps going through the hands, doesn't kick it. Kelly, can't beat her opposite number, but gives it to Church. Will she kick back inside? She doesn't. She runs. And honestly, I don't mind that as a last tackle option. Keep returning the ball to Queensland at this end of the ground and just defend. That's the game plan.
Man, so you are correct as well. I said 20 before, but no, there is now 13 minutes remaining in this game, as again Robinson has the first carry. Now or never, Maroons. It's now or never, and Brickenshaw scoots to the right hand side, and Johnston and Davis says you're not friggin' going anywhere. But oh boy, Ferguson now scoots to the right and steps off her left and passes right to Teitzel, and it's a little bit better. They've made a little bit more meters here, and they have worked their way up to the 40-meter line there. Huge post-contact meters there by Teitzel. Third tackle, left. And this is Elliston, who just puts the foot down here. Fourth tackle. They're just shot halfway, but they're central. What do they do? Ferguson elects to go left. Finds Brown. Left on a running Aiken. Left on Papali'i. Left on Robinson. But good, even great defense there by Emma Veron. And this is last tackle. Brown just has to put up a nasty bomb, and she hits the grass, finds grass, and it's trickling back to the try line, Leaguie.
Nah, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. I thought it was. I saw late contact there on the kicker.
Okay.
I assume that's what the penalty's for. Yeah, Lauren Brown is from Jocelyn Kelleher attacking the leg there.
Oh.
Can't do that. Can't do that. And that is the kind of thing that has the potential to change the momentum of the game. This set coming up could be the most important of the series because it's a 3-score game. We've got inside 12 minutes to go. Queensland haven't had ball at this end of the field this entire second half. Over to you guys. Let's see what you got.
Well, it's good. We've seen it sink in before. This is probably going to be a sink in. It's going to be. If it was an NRLW regular season game, it might have been his wheel now. How good get up there from wheel? That's it. That's the ticket. So now all of a sudden, Queensland are just a couple of meters away from the try. He right in front of the post as Ferguson goes right, and this here is Jess Elliston, and she's still fighting in the tackle, but she stands and tackle is complete. Second tackle. And now Ferguson goes left. This is Brown left. Aiken bobbles it, but then puts Robinson back under and she drops the ball.
Jeez, that is after all that hype that I built it up with, saying this is the most important set of the series. The Queensland goals let me down. I'm devastated. I'm very much not devastated. Regardless.
Jeez.
New South Wales. Sorry, I'm a really, really bad winner. You'll see me celebrate a little bit more, hopefully, in this game. We'll see. New South Wales hitting up to the 30-meter line. Kelleher now in a dummy half, so that's interesting. Is she still playing 6, or have we got Emma Verron in that role? Oh no, well, Keely Davis is back on the field. Regardless, they're reshuffling a little bit, but I don't mind it. Still playing disciplined rugby league here in New South Wales. I liked what Queensland did to work out of their own end. They spread the ball a little bit more, so New South Wales have to be prepared for that in this upcoming set. But anyway, they're now over the halfway line through Olivia Koenig, who's played very, very well throughout this game. She might not be player of the match, but she's up there, if not. Davis won't find Southwell. Goes herself, kick in behind. Queensland were not expecting that. Finds space as well. That's a very well-weighted kick. Robinson gets it. Now to Aiken. Ball's free. Oh, geez. I thought we might have scored. We'll get a review. No one's claiming it, so I really doubt it. But the ball came free from Taryn Aiken, and there was an opportunity there for a split second to wrap up this series, I think.
Just quickly a comment here from Expat Polly. He should be editing his predictions video right now, but this is a W stream. I really appreciate that. If you are new here, consider liking Wobblin Sports and subscribing. If you are new to Leaguie, just new to YouTube, please hit the link in the name of the title. It will take you to his YouTube channel. I don't think this is going to be just a fantastic kick and chase there from Natani and Chapman potentially. Keely Davis and Kelleher are in there as well. Emma Tonagato. Yeah, Chapman, she's gone off, hasn't she? I believe so. That's why Emma Tonagato has been playing out there on the sting for a bit.
Makes sense. They say Origins mate against mate. In that moment there, you had the two premiership winning halves, Kelleher and Aiken, at each other. It was a moment that could have determined this series. But anyway, forced in goal is Taryn Aiken. I want to answer one of the questions that's in my chat. Who are the New South Wales try scorers? It was Soima Taufa for the first one, Olivia Koenig for the second, and Jamie Fassad for the third. So short drop out there. Ball comes free. I'm not too sure. No, it's all play on. It's all play on. I thought there might have been a New South Wales knock on there. But Kelleher does clean up the ball. We're now inside 10 minutes, and again, the ball is in the wrong end of the field for Queensland. On the 0, Kezi App sits it up. A try here might just seal it. Across now to try scorer Soima Taufa back on the field, and you can see the rain bucketing down again now. It was wet earlier, but it's actively raining now. Apps, they do well to stop her momentum. She is very, very hard to tackle near the line. Keely Davis away a dummy half. She's barking orders around. Does go left, although she looked to the right originally. Southwell gets it. Now out to, I think that might be Clydesdale. Yes, it is Yasmin Clydesdale. Into the line. It is bucketing down there at Allianz. Davis, short ball to Koenig. There's space in front of her. Oh, ball came free. She's claiming it though. She's claiming it. If I see try, show me. You show me the money. Let's go. I think that's done it.
Well, it's not confirmed yet, but you're right, man. Some God just turned on the tap, turned on the shower. Holy crap, that was graphic. And it's raining, and now it's raining twice for New South Wales. League, damn it. Just got to see her. Yeah, it's confirmed. And New South Wales, they have won the series, and Leaguie, Lee can be found at Mooseheads later on tonight down in Canberra.
Yes, I can.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes, absolutely. Look, man, just too powerful, man. And without putting the boot in too much into the Maroons just were out-muscled. They were outsmarted, just outpowered, outplayed tonight, man.
Yeah, I don't disagree. And I said earlier on Olivia Koenig, I said she might not be player of the match, but she's played so well. She's player of the match now, as Southwell kicks it from in front to make it 26 points to 6, and that is job done, I believe. But yeah, I mean, we looked at the stats at halftime. I'm not completely sure how accurate they were, because they were very, very one-sided with the missed tackles and all that. But if they were accurate, I mean, it has gone on in the second half. Just I've spoken so many times about the aggression that likes of Kennedy Charrington, Sarah Togatuki were running with, and I never quite saw that same intensity from Queensland, and I think they really have paid the price.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Chelsea Lenarduzzi could have provided that as a short kickoff. Does not go the 10, and it goes over the sideline, and there's now another chance here for New South Wales to score some more points, Leaguie.
Given that the series is won, it's time to get into a celebratory mood, ladies and gentlemen. Blue sunglasses on theme. Gotta go with it. We are dressed for the occasion. That's what we are.
Well, we've got some shots now finally of Jess Surges. She's sitting out there on the interchange bench, and she didn't look in great spirits, admittedly. But sorry, Leaguie, play on.
Yeah, no, I just want to acknowledge Cobra in my chat donated again. This bro is made of money. Massively appreciated, Cobra, as always. I'm sorry Queensland didn't get the win for you, Cobra, but regardless, New South Wales, I mean, they deserve.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry from his perspective, but for him, in an isolated analogy of his feelings, I'm sorry. But overall, hell no, we celebrating. This is fun times. But yeah, it is like what we're seeing right now. New South Wales on the attack, on the fourth. Queensland, and again, this has been the entire second half. That's all there has been. As Penatani gets it, juggles it, ball back underneath to Emma Farron, who yes is playing on the wing. Davis back inside, so there's potentially numbers here. Togatuki, no, sorry, it's Taufa gets it. I did say I confuse them all the time. On the fifth. Plays it. Davis now across the Southwell. Will she kick for the corner? No, she just grubbers back inside. Aiken will clean it up. Gets up to try and get out, but there's nothing doing there. And 6 minutes to go in the game. They know that this is done.
What awful conditions, man. Awful conditions. All of them will be crying out for a freaking hot shower, mate.
That sounds like Queensland excuses to me. Blaming the conditions. No, you are completely not wrong though. Short kickoff, short dropout, and Koenig does get it. It is just all the moments. I will say this: all the moments that could have been sort of 50-50, the dropouts and all this stuff, they've gone New South Wales' way when it's mattered. Davis out of dummy half. Oh, could have given it there to Apps. She might have been over to make it 30, but Davis will just go herself. And I imagine New South Wales will be happy to just wind down the clock here at this end of the field. Southwell, they do spread it to their credit away to the left. Clydesdale run into the line. Just to answer a question in my chat, I'm not going to the Chooks game tomorrow. Ball goes flat across to Koenig. All ruled play on. She went to get an offload out the back, and she's forced backwards. I think one of the Queensland players there, Mackenzie Wheel, tried to get a strip. It's ruled still Koenig's ball on the last. Southwell will dummy and go herself. Does put a kick in behind. Another dropout. We talk about halfback play and how mature she is for a halfback. Isn't she just closing out the end of this game so well?
I was just thinking then, I don't think we've seen as some performances since State of Origin by the Blues here. this evening. Like, Queensland did eventually get on the board in the first couple of minutes, as Robinson takes a great intercept from a short corner. But they haven't looked like scoring a try here tonight, the Maroons. They received a penalty for not getting up off of Robinson quick enough. But no, they haven't looked like scoring tonight at all. But that is more so a compliment to the Sky Blues. They've been monstrous. They've been absolutely colossal tonight, and it is. I genuinely fear that it is the start of something incredibly special over the next few years for Blues fans. I genuinely mean that, not just because it's recency bias, but this team and the way that they've been coached by John Strange. There were some selections that I disagreed with him on, like not selecting Whitfield. You could call that Cowboys bias, but yeah, man, this team is absolutely colossal. As Chelsea Lenarduzzi plays the ball inside Blues territory, Ferguson scoots to the left-hand side, makes about 10 metres and continues to pass to Casper, and everyone keeps falling for it. Ferguson now gets up and plays the ball 28 metres away from the try line. For Brigginshaw runs and then puts, I believe, Keely Joseph back under. They're 20 metres out here, Queensland. And it's fourth tackle. They go left. Brown left for Teitzel. I think that was touched by the Blues, but Belinda Sharp is a cheat, and that's Blues. That's Blues ball.
Some very, very objective analysis there. I love it. But no, yeah, it's here's a stat for you. I've just looked at Fox Sports. Second half territory, 79% in favour of New South Wales. In the second half, where Queensland came into it behind, needing to reel in the scoreboard, and it was only a converted try, but they still, obviously had to win the second half. That's just nowhere near good enough. As Taufa gets a good run here over halfway. Just want to say to those in my chat, I will hang around when the game is done, and we can chat as usual a bit after the game, so you guys can stick around for that if you like. But Queensland with the ball now. Robinson playing it.
Sorry about that, man. Sorry. Jasmine Peters, thank you, Leaguie. Crashes into the defense. There is spot on 2 minutes remaining here as Shizolka carries it up towards the 30, and they're still aggressive. It's Clydesdale and Taufa just still aggressive in the final minute, basically. As Mackenzie Wheel, a nice play. But I'll tell you what, Leaguie, on a very different note, and this is something you might be able to talk to your chat about later on, as Ferguson kicks on fourth, straight down the throat of Church. Allianz Stadium pitch, mate. Still some massive concerns about the drainage out there at Allianz.
Yeah, it does really surprise me given how modern a stadium it is and the drainage technology that's available in the modern day stadiums. It has been rather disappointing, but it's a very used stadium. There's a lot of clubs that play there, but Roosters haven't played there in a little bit. I know that much. So a bit disappointing to see, to be honest, as Kelly hits it up to near the halfway line. But just touching on what you said about how this could be the start of something special for New South Wales in the sense of just the ages of their players, the likes of Southwell, Chapman, even the centres, Surges and Kelly still have a number of years ahead of them. It could well be, but you never know with State of Origin. That's the beauty of it. As Taufa now hits it up over the opposition 40, and we're inside the final minute of this one on the last. So you'll think that this will be the last time New South Wales touch the ball. Kick from Kelleher, angled towards the sideline. Robinson cleans it up.
All right, and so we have Jess Surges on the sideline with a neck injury. Tamika Upton seemingly has done her hamstring. Jamie Chapman is off for the Blues as well. So there's injury concerns from both camps coming out of this contest, unfortunately, in regards to Game 3 of State of Origin, which is happening up in Newcastle in a couple of weeks' time. And Jasmine Peters has a hit up. Jasmine Peters, this could be called bias, but I think she's worked very hard tonight and well considering the concussion she suffered in game number 1. But Queensland just as a whole has just been absolutely dominated as Teitzel's able to get it out to Brigginshaw, and she kicks on the last and on the fourth tackle, finds a bit of grass and
run it dead, Abby.
Congratulations.
Run it
Congratulations,
dead. Jared Haynes style.
There you go. Take it away, Leaguie.
Let's go, lads. Hell yeah. Well, not lads, lasses. That is what I am talking about. Hell yes. After last series, where we lost the final, the third game in Newcastle to a field goal from Lauren Brown, this has been dominant. It was a dominant game one. It was a dominant game two, especially in the second half. Man, no, I'm so proud of these goals. I'm so proud of these goals. Look, both sides, Queensland will be bitterly disappointed with the performances that they've delivered, but these goals have not had the same preseasons and all that we know the men have. They are not, well, they're adequately prepared. They're not as prepared, but I think they've put on a very decent show both times, particularly the New South Wales Blues, and this is a well-deserved win. They should be celebrating it. They are, and I know sure as hell I am going to be. Let's go.
Look at the friggin' swagger on you, mate, with the friggin' stains on and all that. You friggin' enjoy your time in the sky blue fog there, man. Oh, but congratulations to the Sky Blues. That was intimidating. It was menacing. It was ferocious. It was merciless from the Sky Blues here this evening. I'd say that despite Queensland scoring the first try of the game, you'd say that New South Wales did for about 90% of that contest. They were massive. And I would suggest that Jessie Southwell was the woman of the match there for a bit, but I'll say that Olivia Koenig stormed right back into calculations for that honour here tonight. What do you reckon, Leaguie?
Yeah, to me, it's the Dally M winner, Olivia Koenig. 2 tries, the try that sealed the deal as well. Southwell did really, really well. You know, if Southwell wins it, it is absolutely deserved. But to me, Olivia Koenig, I remember watching the Dally M awards last year and just saying she's been so good this season. She deserves a Dally M. She wasn't in the conversations all that much, but she deserved it and she won it. And what a performance tonight. That was genuinely really, really good from her. And I want to say congratulations as well, John Strange, taking on this job. He's not coached at the Origin level before. He's been Roosters coach for a very long time. He obviously has to juggle that as well. Had some big selection calls. Didn't pick the likes of his daughter, Jasmine Strange. Could have been an option on the wing, but picked the side that dominated these 2 games, and really good coaching performance from him.
Alrighty then, so game number 3 is on the 29th of May. So it's a dead rubber game, but New South Wales have the opportunity to do the whitewash. And I'm just looking at the NRL draw because, thank goodness, the NRL draw with the NRL, Abdo and Volandis are thanking their lucky stars because it's Bulldogs versus Roosters this Friday night, but it's not at Allianz Stadium. So thank friggin' goodness, but God help anybody who plays on the paddock out there this friggin' weekend, actually. But that's not the story here. I just was looking into it because I'm a geek like that. But yes, 26 points to 6 in favour of the Sky Blues. And yeah, it's been a dominant series win, but there's still one more game to go. And I'm sure Leaguie wants that whitewash. Leaguie, I'm going to get out of here and you can continue to go live. But to your fans, I've thoroughly enjoyed myself tonight, despite me absolutely getting slivered, absolutely cut and diced as well as a Maroons fan. But no, that brilliant stuff and absolutely dive into celebrations, man. So well done, but it was awesome meeting you, man. It was really, really nice to meet you and collaborate with you, and I hope I can get to do it again with you sometime soon.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you for instigating all this. It's been very fun, and you took the loss well. You were very graceful in defeat, a lot more graceful than I was. So I'll give you that. No obnoxious sunglasses, I think was the key difference there. But no, yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me along. Hopefully, you know, you don't take the loss too hard. There's still a game 3. You know, there's still some pride to play for, but we'll see how we go up in Newcastle.
Absolutely. So everybody that's in the chat right now, if you're not already over there, go jump over to Leaguie. But for Wobblin Your Sports, that's me over and out, and I'll leave Leaguie to continue dancing and pop the streamers and have a disco tonight, guys. So thank you very much. Take care and adios.
Damn it.
Okay, guys, hang on. Just bear with me for a second here. Oh, your boy is very happy. Your boy is very happy. Give me a moment. Okay, well, no, that is way too big. This is live streaming on the run. This is live. I'm getting all the elements ahead of me. Hang on. Bear with me. I'm still too big. Still too big. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I didn't want to celebrate too much. I didn't want to rub it in too much. You know, got to have some decorum. Got to have some politeness. But that's the girls. Let's get it. Let's get it. Ah. There was pain. There was pain last year. You have to understand this. Lauren Brown, the field goal up in Newcastle. Your boy was devastated. He was devastated. But now we get to revel in an Origin victory. I know it's the women's. I know you could argue, you know, proper Origin is yet to come. But I'm taking this for now, baby. Oh, I want to say, first of all, thank you to everyone who stayed and watched all of that. I know it's a very different style than what you're used to, but just want to try it out just once. I mean, Wobblin Draw Sports, very good content creator. He does, yeah, obviously for his live streams, he does more sort of commentary-based stuff. We do just chatting. So, yes, but anyway, different style, but I liked it. I liked it. Oh, man. Man. Now I'm a happy boy. I am a happy boy. Glitch wants me to look at Discord. Glitch, is it very important? As I say, I don't really generally want to do that. But anyway, I'm here. Can we get a link to Wobblin Draw? You sure can. I will. Yeah, I felt kind of bad because he kept advertising me. I know we were live on my channel, but primarily it was something for his channel. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't absent for the Women's Origin stream or anything. But yeah, I'll get a link up to his stuff as well, because he's a good content creator for sure. Oh, okay, it's very important. It's very important apparently over on the Discord. I'll go and have a look. I'll go have a look at what we got. Are they televising the Young'uns Origin this year? Well, I don't know, but I would think that there's no reason why they wouldn't. Under 19s Origin, I believe, is what you'd be talking about there. Oh, just want to say as well, Smart Guy, if you're here, that changed try animation, really liked it. Caught me by surprise. But love to see that stuff. Cobra says, I hate you. You fund me, brother. You fund me. I'm opening Discord. Hang on, it's not loading. I had to normally I watch the game on my screen on my iPad, sorry, but I had to watch that one on the laptop, and I was worried it might be a bit much, but I think my end of the stream held up pretty well. I'll pin, sorry, the link to Wobblin Draw Sports. Yeah, Discord is just whirring away for me. Hang on, I'll try that again. I loved, by the way, all you guys just dominating his chat, and it's pulling up stuff like his potential is higher than that. The sewer stuff. I know there's 30 of you here and even more over on Twitch. There's 21 on Twitch, and not all of you will get this inside joke, but all the sewer stuff that has been happening on the Discord, I'm like, oh my days. All that ending up in the chat. Okay. Glitch says up the Blues 26-6 and sends a picture of a Sydney Roosters mug. Well, of elite importance. No, I will have a look at Discord after the game, as always. Galaxy's in the chat and he says, I want to cry. Just like, you know, you could just like try winning. Queensland could win a game. That would help. No, sorry. I am such a professional S-word talker. I still want to stay family friendly, but I'm not very gracious in defeat. It's a bit of a flaw in my personality. But when it's Origin, and given New South Wales that we don't win all that much. I know it's the women's, but man, no, Galaxy. I mean, look, I said it with Wobblin Draw Sports a lot towards the end of that game. He says, "Nah, let me at him." The key to that second half, it was just all played down one end. The entire thing was down one end, which I kind of understand when there's a middle rotation of Cherrington, Johnston, Togatuki, and Taufa. How do you really combat that? Queensland didn't have the facilities for it. So, I mean, anyway, I am over the moon. And to be honest, from a men's Origin perspective, I know I literally just made my video about the teams that I would pick, But seeing this 4 middle forward rotation kind of had me like, is there space for a Spencer Leniu? Could there be, potentially, as it were, if you will, if it pleases the court, room for Spencer Leniu in there? We'll see. But anyway, no, there was very big news today, as Joshua mentioned in the chat, that they're not going to pick Terrell May. Look, okay, I know, we're here, we're talking Origin, but I want to be happy. Please let me be happy. Don't make me actually talk about the fact that we actually, as a state, don't get Origin. Because if we don't pick Terrell May, literally, they said it was because of defensive concerns. Defensive concerns. Brother doesn't miss tackles. He barely ever misses tackles. And I'm going to be so real with you. If he's going to be missing tackles against anyone, with all due love and respect, it's not going to be against 5'9" Ruben Cotter. I love Cotter. But he's not going to struggle to handle him, Terrell May. So I just... Guys, Terrell May is live on Twitch. I don't know how Twitch raids work. I don't even really know what they are. But can we raid Terrell May? That'd be outstanding. I want to say he deserves his spot in the side. I want to say it. Can you sing We All Believe? You know what? Actually, I could play it. I could play it. Because I had to set up the audio a little differently. I can actually hear the music, which is rare for me. We all believe blue. Let's get some karaoke going. Ladies and gentlemen, we're celebrating. Tonight, we celebrate. The girls have done it. The girls have done it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I'm gonna get claimed for this.
On a patch of hallowed grass, Bobby took a swipe at Mick and set him on his cross. We all be blue. We all be blue. Fingertips just tearing us and making
That is what I'm talking about, baby. That we do. That we do. Oh, turn it off. Nah, bro, we celebrating. We celebrating. We're in a mood and a half. Steve Hander says this goes hard on mute. Nah, jokes aside, GG to the Blues. You guys earned the win this year. We did. I mean, well, the girls did. I didn't exactly play a part in it. But no, it was dominant, both game 1 and game 2, and to score 26 points in conditions like that, super impressive. I'm curious as to who player of the match was, because I stopped watching the 9 broadcast, but should be Liv Koenig. Man, those of you who were over on the Dally M watch-along stream all those months ago, and from like the start of that, I referenced it, but I was like, Olivia Koenig, bro, she deserves it. She deserves it. She needs this spot. She needs the Dally M medal, and she got it. Because she's the GOAT. She's the GOAT, I'm telling you. She might be the greatest player to ever play rugby league. Arguably. And I'm glad I can say that now. To be fair, actually, there was a comment back then in that Dally M live stream of someone saying, oh, you want Olivia Koenig to win the women's Dally M and Tedesco to win the men's Dally M. You obviously follow the Roosters. And I was like, oh no. That's why I was like, rewind. Nah, Jerome Hughes, that's my guy. That's my guy. And you know what, for the women, Southwell, I'd be happy if Southwell won it. Totally fine. No complaints from me. Tamika Upton. Give it to Tamika Upton. That's fine. I'm not a Roosters supporter. Except I was. I got clipped. Oh no. You clipped the Leaguie being silly, because I've never uploaded any clips of me being silly before. Yo! Man. Those of you who are in my Discord, you're going to be seeing all evening, up in the top right corner of that screen, the Leaguie playing NBA 2K. Okay, so yeah, no, wait. Can we raid? We only got 10 people here. I don't know if you can do a raid with 10 people on Twitch. But what even is a raid? I've heard of it as a concept, as a thing. Oh, it's a followers only chat. Well, I should definitely be following Terrell May. Absolutely, I've got to follow Terrell May. Okay, I'm sending a message. Wait, can I share my screen? I think wait, is it gonna show up as black? Yeah, it is. Okay, hang on. Bear with me. This is Terrell's stream. You can't actually see what I'm commenting anyway, but I'm gonna leave a comment. Terrell, you deserve Origin, Pookie. Can we, oh, you need to be a follower for 10 minutes to chat? Well, that's just, okay. How many viewers is he getting? 52! 52! I'm happy with my 10. I'll take that. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. We're on. No, that's the wrong one. I'm in all sorts. Oh. If you are from Queensland, I apologize for your condition. Joshua says, do you think the dog should get rid of Matt Burton? Is that a thing? Is that a story? No, he's like, why would they? He's great. Tiger, when he said that the goal's potential is higher than that. I was like, I could sit here and explain, like, we watched Green Cobra's stream and then we went back and watched mine and I said that his potential is higher than that and exposing the league, but I was like, nah, do you know what? I'll leave it like that. Galaxy says, are you apologetic? Am I apologetic of what? Am I apologetic of sorry, was that I sympathize with your condition? No, probably not, realistically. Probably not. God, I have never felt like such an asshole. I'm really rubbing it in. See, this is the thing. I like in a past life, pre-Leaguie, I would celebrate these things, but in the comfort of privacy. And I'm now doing it on a live broadcast in front of 34 people. So, very different kind of mindset. But hopefully you can go along with me. Commissioner Manu says, oh no, whatever will he do if his silliness is exposed on the internet? Yeah, you're talking about a guy who in one of his most recent videos made a joke. Man, I found this so funny at the time. Craig Fitzgibbon, more like Craig Fitzbiggin, because he's like 6'3" and it's like, it's really big. That took me so many takes because it's so incredibly bad that it's good. You know, it's so incredibly bad that it's good. The other thing, sorry, I just saw it was someone said my man. Oh, Dean Liddell said my man. That reminded me that I didn't use the soundboard throughout that stream, but I didn't want to like disrupt what was going on. But you know what? Why not? Let's get it up now. Glitched. I mean, I'll be on. Last time probably wasn't something I urgently had to check, so I don't know whether to believe you this time. I mean, it was nice, but I will check. But like literally, for my general policy on checking Discord on stream is like, if this is information I urgently have to know. Oh, okay, you clipped me. Yeah, cool. Like nice. I appreciate it. I will check it out. But obviously, I'm streaming to a number of people here. So, Katzen says, "Wat draag je, lieve God? What are you wearing? Good God, blue, baby. We're wearing blue because of that right there. That 26 being a bigger number than that. Where is it? That's 6. That's 6 right there. Oh, Reactbot. I haven't even got up. Let me set up Reactbot. Hold your proverbial horses, sir, because Reactbot, he's gonna have something to say. I keep procrastinating actually coming up with new responses for him to do. Maybe I'll do that before Saturday's stream. But NRL Reactbot, hello. What did you think of the win? I loved it.
Mate, you just nailed it like a fullback under a high ball.
Nailed it like Abby Church under the high ball, baby. Abby Church, greatest fullback of all time. I mean, I know it's controversial. Sure. I know, I might get crucified for saying it, but better than Ryan Papenhuyzen? Maybe. We can't rule it out. Woo. Unfortunately, I don't have any sounds on the soundboard that are, like, specific to the girls. Like, all the stuff like, he's everywhere, bro, he's the greatest, he's trash, it doesn't work. Shoelace Reno is literally not a woman. Put him in the circus. Honestly, my soundboard kind of sexist. Now that I think about it, this is full female erasure that's going on. I'm trying to find something that like works for this moment. Oh, hang on, it's not. Okay, it's having a problem. Wait. I don't know if this will work. I'll try. That's specific. Goodbye? You want to hear goodbye? That's what I'm saying to Queensland women right now. Goodbye. Goodbye, Ali Brigginshaw. That is your Origin career done. It is over. Lauren Brown, enter. Welcome to the fray. I think Cobra was more asking for the soundbite. Or 0770, thank you for the follow on Twitch. It was actually pretty successful over on Twitch. Okay, wait. Can I send a message on Terrell May's chat now? Nope, still got 4 minutes. Bro, let me talk to T May. By the way, question. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. I'm about to impart one of the most important questions you will ever hear. So, on NRL.com, they have like every player's nickname listed in their player profile. And Terrell May, my guy, my homie, my boy. I'll show you what his name is listed as. Because this was the same back in his Roosters days as well. It's just loading. Okay. What is that? Yearman T. I imagine the T at the end is for Terrell. But does anyone... Like, I have always wanted to know. Because as well, like, back in the Roosters days, before the game, they'd have, like, these graphics pop up, and it would have, like, the player's nickname and then the real names, like Teddy, James Tedesco, Kez, Luke Keary. And it would just say, Yearman T. Terrell May. And I was always like, huh? What does that even mean? What does that mean, mate? Dean says, be careful, Leaguie. You may not want to talk like adults. I feel that adult is pretty much the last thing I'll describe in terms of me and my personality and the way I talk. Terrell May was born in April? Hey, this man's a fraud. What the hell? 29th of April as well, so he was really close. He was close to being born in May. Jeez. That's kind of brutal. Leaguie, show Terrell's stream when you can chat. Well, I think, have a number of minutes left to go. I can kind of understand it for Terrell. He's a big dog. Can't just have everyone following. Unlike me, I accept all my fans because I love them all equally. Check the New South Wales squad on the New South Wales account. Wait. The New South Wales, the Blues lineup. Okay, whoa, this is big. Ladies and gents. Way to like show up the goals though. Okay, whoa, hold up. Hold your horses. This immediately takes priority. No, I'm not. New South Wales Blues? I feel like I'm being had. No, I don't think... I mean, not that I can see. Unless it's... No, okay. Or on the story? I doubt it. No, maybe you saw the girls. It's announced on Sunday. I thought so. Oh, I'm so proud of these girls, man. And John Strange, my big bald king. My John Strange story, I should have said this on Wobblin Jaw Sports. He drove me home once from a game that the NRLW Roosters played in Canberra. Because I went up to him after the game, spoke to him about how good a job he's doing. Just got to leave a comment, man. I am just... Woo! These girls, man. Gonna get emotional. Gonna get very emotional. Can I chat on Terrell's thing yet? You deserve Origin, Pookie. I know chat is literally like blocking His chat. Can I move all you guys? I kind of can. I can put you on top of Terrell. No. There you go. Yes! Yes! I was in the chat. There we go. I said you deserve Origin, Pookie. Can we get as many of you as possible in the chat telling my boy Terrell May that he deserves Origin? There's Ollie in the chat. Oh, hang on. I've got him paused. Okay. Yeah, I'm there on the screen. I can see it says you deserve Origin, Pookie. Nah, Terrell, bro. See, I appreciate the need to take time off, and chill, but surely at a pressing time of year, selections on the table, you got to be putting in the reps. He's in a Man United kit. Actually, I don't know if I can endorse that. AI does on his stream says, okay, but if he does Origin, then we're down a star player for over a month. Cobra says you deserve Origin. I should ask him, what the hell does he man T mean? I would love to know. But no, I don't just want to stream him because I think Twitch won't be very happy about that. So bear with me while I move. No, OBS, man. Yay. Oh. Happy days. Jack says nervy about the Dogs game. Yes and no. I have no expectation going into it of victory. So I'm kind of chilling. Like if we lose, I'm like, okay. If we win, I'm a bit like I am right now. Cloud 9, baby. Cloud 9. Glitch says, look at Discord, all the NRL app. I took screenshots. Are you claiming to have screenshots of the New South Wales Blues men's team? Is that what we're saying? I will look on Discord. For the third time, what Glitch just said. I can't. Where should I be looking? In a DM? I'm not sure where to look. Glitched. I want glasses are off. This could be serious talk time. Are you actually saying you have screenshots of the New South Wales Blues team from the NRL app? Yes. In a DM. I can't currently see a DM from you. Maybe it's not a new one. I'm looking. He does. Could be huge. Have we got a leak? Tiger says, Leaguie, last time I had no expectations for a game. My team lost 64-0. So don't get ahead of yourself. I kind of feel we won't lose 64-0. The NRL site was glitched. Okay, there's a number of you saying this. It's not the team for game one. It's all the players in the squad. Okay. I mean, they've definitely never announced until Monday, but it could be a leak or something. If it's the players in the squad, I guess it gives us some idea. Still can't see a DM from you, Glitched. Yeah, I ain't seeing anything. Just DM it to me, bro. Oh, it's on Rooster's channel. Of course it would be. Because why not? No, this is... Oh, guys. This is last year's squad. Luke Keary's literally there. Guys, no. This is last year's team. Luke Keary doesn't play in the NRL anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I love the reactions where it's Jacob Kiraz. This is last year's team. Okay, it's a false alarm. It's a false alarm. I tell you, nothing ever good comes from from checking Discord well live. Well, I don't know what the end game of this is. NRL React bot. Where do you think I should take? Oh.
You're confusing effort with actual results again.
I feel I'm putting in effort. That was mean. As usual. This might be a smooth attempt to slide into your DMs. Oh, glitched is. I mean, there's a number of people have fully DM'd me. I can't get back to all of them. Galaxy says he's still going. He sure is, bro. He sure is. He's still going strong. He's celebrating. He's happy. He's in a happy position right now. He's a happy boy. Tiger says I won't be here for the first game on Saturday because I'll be at the game. It's the first game on Saturday. I haven't thought about NRL. This is why, like, although the Roosters are playing tomorrow, I've just all been about Women's Origin. First game on Saturday is Dolphins Warriors. Okay, cool. That's some cool. Nice one, Tiger. I see you moving. Reactbot, thoughts on the New South Wales squad from last year?
I've seen more solid arguments from a bloke 3 beers deep.
Yeah, you sort of have to you have to pose a position. Reactbot, I liked the New South Wales team last year.
That takes like the Titans finals hopes, completely shattered and delusional.
Well, that just makes me want to retire, I'll be honest. Holly says, Leaguie, show the photo. Okay. He says it's worth it. I'm going to believe it. I'm going to choose to believe a trusted and valued of this community in expat Holly. Let's see. What is the photo? Oh, okay. It's a very good photo, actually. Sorry. This is outstanding. Yeah, this is going to be a bit rudimentary. I'm just going to plonk it on the screen here. Hang on. Bear with me. It is good. It's a picture of it's a screenshot from the stream. It's a screenshot from the stream. Okay, where is it? Okay. I will. I'm gonna catch up. I need to keep changing. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Happy New South Wales boy. Sad Queensland boy. Woohoo! We are thriving. We're thriving. But yes. Yeah, anyway, I will probably love you and leave you because I've got something to do tonight despite it being 10 p.m. But I do appreciate you all being here because that was obviously a different stream, but it was decent. It was fun. I liked it. So there's 27 of you here over on YouTube. Twitch, there were a number of subs today. I'm sorry I couldn't thank you all for being here on Twitch, but it was very cool. Someone please check on Wobblin. Yeah, I mean Galaxy, I hope you're all good. I hope you're all good. It's tough to take a loss like that. Heart's broken, says Galaxy. But you're a streamer as well. You know the need. You know the need to go and just chill. What I need to do right now, to be fair, it's not chilling. I need to stop this stream and run up and down my room like a headless chook in celebration. And whoever lives below me, I don't know exactly who lives below me in this building, they're not gonna have a good night's sleep. They ain't having a good night's sleep because I'm gonna be dancing the night away till we all bleed blue. Okay, anyway though, I will love you guys and leave you. Saturday, we're doing all 3 games, which normally I don't like to do because it fries my brain. But I mean, it's going to be no weirder than this is, right? Realistically. So come along for it. It's going to be good vibes, all 3 games. We'll see how we go. But until then, thank you guys all for watching. Yes, Tiger, the thing is on Saturday. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.